Hello, good evening, and good welcome to Xbox Tavern's Xpod Tavern episode 156. I think I always forget the number these days. Welcome on a Sunday evening. I am joined this week by MPV Graham.
Hello.
Hello, MPV Graham.
Hello.
Good hello indeed. We've also got Million Man. Wait, 1.7 Million Man Ian?
Come on, of course not.
Fucking
Retired.
Outrageous. Yeah, of course you are. How's your competition going?
I'm fourth.
Clearly not very fucking good if you're not at 1.7 yet. What are you doing?
By completing games, not the easy
Yes.
ones.
Yes, taking the hard route there. Good.
Exactly.
And we've also got Scottish Gruff Ross. Come on in, Scottish Gruff Ross.
Hello.
Hello. Are you telling me something about football before we started? You're sad today. Are you sad?
Very sad day, yes. Jurgen Klopp's last day as Liverpool manager. Sad times, hence repping the top for respect.
Can one of you two fill me in as to why the hell that is a sad day?
He's an angry German guy who's no longer managing Liverpool.
Correct.
Cool. Nice. That's the short and sweet of descriptions I needed. Thank you very much. Is that going to feed into your Football Manager chat later on? Are you going to have a send-off game for him or something? A tribute game?
It's not a bad shout, actually, Jay.
See? Full of great ideas, me.
Might just employ him at Brighton. Just bring him in.
Yeah, see? Say, no, get your retirement in the bin. Come over here and join us for some, was it Brighton? Brighton
And Hove
FC
Albion.
and Bristol City. Bristol City, I have to say. No, yes. See,
Yes.
We're starting a football chat early. Good.
How does
Very
Craig
excited
feel
about
about
this.
Spurs bottling top four?
No!
Much better now that I know that Arsenal are the best bottlers next to us.
Before we jump into the actual podcast chat, speaking to an actual physical Spurs fan and not just what you see on the Tinterweb, did you want Spurs to lose against Man City?
No.
Good.
No, because they want top four. Top four makes more money.
Oh, but the amount of Spurs fans that are like, well, we'd rather not get top four, and then Arsenal couldn't win the league, which is fucking shambolic.
No, you
There was a lot of diehard fans, but that's a lot of the old mentality to not want the rivals to win, though.
But that's pathetic. Like, if you're that wound up on your rivals over your own success, then you're a tin pot fan.
Yeah,
There's no two ways about it.
Yeah, but you don't forget their rivalry has sort of got some severe length and hatred to it. That if they won that, then
as a Celtic fan, pretty sure you're not going to get much more hatred than that. If it meant Rangers winning the league, but we qualified for the Champions League and got a £60 million payout, yeah, Rangers, you crack on and win the league.
At the end of the day, it's all about who deserves to win the league. You play your own games. You play your own.
Yeah.
Like, for example, if West Ham could have just gone, let City win 4-5, and we don't really care. But no, they actually bloody went for it.
They did. They showed up, and I was so happy that, I knew Big Ange when they allowed them to be pissy.
We actually gave him a good old game as well. It was just unfortunate some missed his chance.
Fucking couldn't hit a barn door if it was on the handle.
I tell you what was funny though, that there was so much whinging about that, and yet someone found out that said it was bad taste in Arsenal to lose to Villa twice to allow them to get Champions League ahead of us.
Yeah, that's true. And that's
swing ground.
Yeah, swings all. Yeah, let Villa win twice, and then they lose the league because of it.
Oh, gee, why did you mention football? You're sitting there like,
I'm just sitting there
why
like,
did I do this shit?
Like, I started this.
What the fuck?
What's even better is United might not even get Europe.
United won't get Europe.
No.
If they win the FA Cup, they will.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
So that's all. There's no other gloriousness.
Anyway, that's enough of that football shit. We'll get back to that later on, I'm sure.
Chelsea finished 6th, though, before we talk.
What the fuck happened there?
How the hell they came sixth is I
What have I
don't know.
done?
'Cause
It was shit,
one
shit,
point
shit,
they're like
shit,
12th.
shit, shit, shit. Cole Palmer, we're decent again. We'll just sort of tick away. Well,
Yeah.
did I not read from the turn of the year? Only the top 4 teams have won more points than Chelsea.
I
Should
think
be. They definitely
yeah.
have
Or
a-
like February or something. It's like February or the turn of the year. No team apart from the top 4 have got more points than Chelsea. So you were pitches always like relegation battle at the start of the year.
I saw the fact that Spurs lost 4 out of the last 6 games.
Yeah,
Yes,
we
he's royally shat the bed. trying
That's an implosion and a half.
were playing pretty much all of the top 4 though.
Yeah, true. Yeah, but okay, we'll stop now, Jay. Sorry.
I'm just sitting there like I've fucked
You,
myself
I
here.
caused this shit.
I've mugged myself off completely. Oh dear. No, so it's good for it's always the pre-show ramble. Well, sort of pre-show where early show ramble. It's always good to get a little bit of random stuff in there. Football talk, not my cup of tea, but these gentlemen very much filled us in. Thank you very much. Should we get to talk about video games now, gentlemen?
What time?
Or should we get to guessing the game?
Well, I mean, we could get to guessing the video game. Hopefully, it's not a football game. Slight spoilers. I've already done it today, but carry on. Guess the
That's
dot game
spoilers, I've already looked
is
at it too.
For
is
fuck's sake.
Guess the dot game is a fantastic daily game. 6 pictures. You have to guess the game via them. You get a few clues further down the line you go, and yeah, I love doing it every day. We're up to 736 now. Yeah, lots to do if you haven't done it already. Guess the dot game is a web page, and yeah,
If it
go
helps,
check it out every single
Ross,
day.
I didn't get the game.
I did.
You did? Oh, fair enough. I didn't get it.
I have no idea.
I thought it was like Manor Lords, but probably
Yeah,
not.
did,
looks
did it not type
broken.
in? Or...
Yeah, but it didn't come up. Look.
Oh, did not. Okay. I mean, I'm saying that like I don't know what it is, so but I assume Manlords would have shown up. But
It just looks
Obviously not.
very.
Yeah.
It definitely looks sort of like
It looks
Age of
like I'm trying to
Empires.
load in.
type idea.
it is a bit PUBG loading in, isn't it? Like,
Not PUBG London. Go fuck yourselves.
That's,
It looks-
that's being generous, mate, with that.
It looks more. It looks like an RTS.
Maybe. But then how many of those are there?
Yeah, but
Farming, so-
I'm trying to think of the ones that it would look like. That's what I'm trying to mean.
yeah, we got lady's favorite in the chat, trying to give you a bit of help and hint.
Since when has he ever been a help?
I mean, you never know. I'm not spoiling it one way or the other, but he's
Farming
got,
Simulator.
at
If
least
that was
he's got an
the
option.
greatest graphics that Farming Simulator could prove, considering they're just solely a farming
It's either that or
simulator.
PUBG.
It's not fucking PUBG. Go fuck yourselves.
PUBG might as well be a farming simulator.
I mean, it could be. You know, we haven't played it for a while. Maybe they changed.
yourself.
Anyway,
I'll
come
let
on.
you know.
Let's,
I said it
You
loads
get
of
loads
times.
of guns for 30
let's-
minutes
let's-
and you die.
let's keep
straight away.
going. Let's keep going.
Only if you're shit at the game, be good. Just
Go on,
see-
try an Age of Empires just to see if it is any of those.
no.
Ooh, that
Yield tanks.
looks like more like what's it called, Commando or something.
That's what Jay's right now.
Oh yeah, that's right. Every week at 8 p.m.
Yes!
Ish.
I don't know which one, but you know the ones where like you have to like stealthily hide behind certain things and set.
But we'll just go Commando.
Always.
It's not Commando. It's PC games. World of Tanks? No, it's not shit. Too shit at graphics for World of Tanks.
Dan's in the chat again with another helpful hint for you.
Definitely not for no shit Sherlock.
Definitely not Farming Sim.
It's helpful saying definitely not a football game.
I mean, it could be. You know, there's all sorts of crazy
never know.
rules. Maybe it's like Volta, in it, like Extreme Volta using tanks.
Thomas the Tank Engine and friends.
Street power football. Ball out all day, all hours. Take it back to the streets.
World of Tanks? No. World of Tanks
Street
looks
power.
like an actual proper good game.
Yeah, I mean, I'm quite lost on this. A tank game on the PC.
Tank Elite. Tank
What if they look at this, Jay? I'm going to look at shorts.
Iron Tank, the invasion of Normandy.
I don't know. I think you're focusing too much on this particular tank. It's not all tanks, is it? There wasn't a tank mentioned in the first 2 screens.
Yeah, there was.
In the second one, there was a tank.
Big ass fucking
Oh,
tank.
okay.
I'll give you a mild hint, gentlemen, just to sort of speed it on along a little bit. But it's not probably not going to help you in slightly. We had another game like this. I don't know, maybe a month or two ago, where I only got it because I'd recently played one of the later entries in the series. And yeah, if that is, I mean, it's not as very, very vague hint, but you can get there. I believe in you. But yeah, we need to rapid
I'll give you
fire this
another
along a
clue.
little bit.
It's not on a console.
Yeah, we
We
know.
just
Hence
said
why
it
it
was a
says
PC
PC.
I know that's the joke.
Don't need jokes. We need help.
Dan's
I
in
did
the
it
chat
last
again.
night before I went to bed.
He's
I was
offering.
like, oh, yeah, awesome,
He's
I'm
offering.
loving this.
Is it a Command and Conquer game? He says
Doesn't look like a Man the Conquer game.
it doesn't, does it?
Who knows?
I don't know any
Again.
other tank game that you played. I know you play like Asonzo and Metro and those kind of war games, but I don't know any other war games that you played.
Right, we'll skip it.
We
then,
need now,
okay.
James, to insert this gift. It's been 84 years, and it's still guessing again.
RTS.
Yeah,
We knew it was an RTS, but it's not really
Jesus,
helping.
it
Man.
looks what's it called? It looks like a remade version of like cannon fodder,
Fucking Cannon Fodder was great.
like an
Love that
upstuffed
game,
cannon
yeah.
fodder.
I don't know if they ever did an upspuff Cannon Fodder, like a 3D one.
It's definitely
It's
not a Command and Conquer
relegated
game.
to Mega Drive and
No, it's not.
like Atari.
You know
and
it's-
stuff. Yeah.
Jay, stop distracting us. We need to get the answer.
I'm just trying to fill in for the audio listeners. You're trying
For
to
Jay,
Jordan.
focus on the answer.
some listeners.
Jay can't
and yeah,
focus on the answer because he's done it.
It's definitely not a Command and Conquer.
Gray's
game.
not done it.
I haven't done it. But I'm nowhere near it though. This is definitely not my wheelhouse. I hate
What the
RTSs. Not a big fan of war games.
Released
and
in
I don't really play on PC.
2013.
PUBG.
I'll give you another hint. I've never actually played this one either. It's like I said, it's only because I played one of the later ones.
Yeah, you were right. Yeah, that is super helpful.
Yeah.
know.
I'll
You
give you
might as
another
well be
clue.
down at this point.
There's 3 games.
There are 3
There's
games in the
more than 3
series.
probably, but
3 main ones, yeah.
the 3 main ones.
I'm not getting
Of-
anywhere close to this.
An RTS. How many RTS war games are there? Can't be too many of those. But then
You'd
if
be
it's just
surprised.
Yeah.
I've played a fair few, like on Xbox alone. And
Okay, we'll give you another clue. The 3rd one came out last year, and that was all consoles.
Just still
Was it
not
last
helping.
year?
Yeah, last year.
I suppose it was last year, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
I mean,
So when the game came out, I was like, what game is that? And I looked up and went, oh, yeah, that one.
as soon as I see RTS, I literally delete it from my mind.
Yeah,
Don't
I'm
blame me.
I'm not getting anything here at all.
Yeah, I don't care. Go.
No. Reality entertainment. What the fuck is that?
That's some soldiers getting blown to smithereens.
So I see, but Gray, you got anything, or are we just skipping it?
No, I have no idea.
Do you want one more hit before you skip?
Go for it.
Other than the number in the title, which is obviously at the end, there's 3 words.
Cool.
Well,
Did we review it?
Call of Duty,
On Xbox Tavern. I think AJ reviewed it. Yeah.
Medal of Honor, Band of Brothers.
That's what I was going for there. But I think that's a game.
The 3rd one was reviewed by AJ, and he gave it a 8.
Yeah, it was good. I struggled with it. I only played a few hours of it really because I wasn't very good at it. But
Brothers in Arms.
We've just done Hell's Highway. It's the only one I can. Well, it's only got 3 words, so it can't be that.
Can't be Brothers in Arms because you've already guessed it and it would have had the yellow.
All right.
So it's not Band of Brothers either.
No. Skip.
Um,
Company of Heroes.
oh,
We never have fucking got that.
Nope.
one.
Yeah, that's me. I didn't get it. I was doing it last night from when to bed. I was like, oh, I want to do this. And I was like, oh, yeah.
What a lot of
Yeah.
pish.
it's just one of them games. I don't know why I know it. It just like on the second picture, I was like, "Company of Heroes." Ah, there we go. And I
No,
know we
get
already
in
have
the
one of
bin.
them.
Get in the fucking bin.
Good series.
Thank you,
Like I
'cause
said,
I know.
I didn't like I said, I didn't get very far in the 3rd one, but it's a very renowned series. Anyway, Guess the Dot Game. Go check that out. That was
They're not all as bad as that one.
they're not all. We don't whiff quite as hard as that. Ross got it last week in the first picture. He beat me last week. I don't know
was
if
it?
you guys checked it out. It was Shadow of
Shadow War.
War.
Shadow
was it?
Mordor?
No, Shadow of War.
The sequel one. Yeah. So yeah, go check that bad boy out. Go to Jester.game and play along, and join our Discord down below, where we post where I post more results each and every day. And sometimes others join in, but not very often. So join in. Come, tell me how good you are at Guester.game. Gentlemen, let's raise our spirits, shall we? And talk about our Project Game Pass game, which is where we pick a game from Game Pass each and every month. We play it. We talk about it on the podcast. We stream our first session each and every month, normally on the first Sunday of the month. This month we picked Golf with Your Friends.
It was
and we streamed
fantastic.
it 2 weeks ago. And yeah, we had a great time. Obviously, me and Ross spoke about it a bit last week. You can go back and listen to that. But let's get the other two in. Ian, Graham, thoughts and opinions on our streams particularly, and then the game just in general.
Thoughts on the stream was hilarious as always.
It was
because it's just kind of those ones. It's kind of like when it's kind of pick up and play. You kind of just pick up. You kind of get used to it. Especially I really did like the speed mode because literally you could just keep hitting it as much as possible.
I was just super happy I got to finally experience the infamous Pete Smash.
he was smashing shit left, right, and centre.
I've not experienced the Pete Rage before, so it was quite nice to actually experience it in all its glory.
We were all getting a bit of rage, I think, because we had the collision on. The amount of times I think Ian and Ross,
I forgetting
I can't move.
Every time I kept forgetting the fucking collision is on. And then right at the end, the last one we did where I could have won, and Jay no, Jay had it. Literally, poor lad is right in front of mine. I was like, oh, fuck's sake, Jay, don't do it. Good laugh. Good fun. Played a bit more with my son as well later in the week, and that was good laugh as well because he seems to enjoy it.
It is a good wee, anybody can sort of really pick it up and play it type game.
Yeah.
What about you,
I enjoyed the stream as well. Although frustrated as hell, but yeah, my daughters saw me playing it as well as made me play it a lot more as well, much to my frustration. Some of those sort of areas they have sort of reasonable kind of holes, and then there's some real bullshit kind of holes in there. So crappily designed in there. Anything that involves a ramp is crappily designed. With a cannon is crap.
The one with the jetpacks. I think Pete was trying to sway us away from some of the ones that had jetpacks in it because apparently that just turns into an absolute shit show.
Yeah, because obviously you have to keep push the button to kind of track over a hole.
What was that level that we did? It was one of the later holes where I had the teleporters that were going back and forth. I think Ian, and maybe you, Gray, as well, kept getting stuck in it and get flung back. That can be frustrating, especially like you said, if you're already a wee nipper and you can't. You're like, I just want to do it.
I just want to go to a straight line.
I just want to do well.
Yeah, it was
absolute
cackfest. But so some of it is all right, but a lot of the just towards the end, some of the holes in them are just absolute pony.
Yeah,
and she seems to have taken her shine to the pirate course, and that last one on there, you have to hit it up such an awkward shaped ramp to this giant kraken's bloody mouth.
Yeah.
To try and get it into land on a tiny little island. And a lot of the not achievements but unlockables, you have to do this in par or under, and then they put holes like that in there. I was like,
oh, fuck off.
Where's the point?
You've taken all my enjoyment and ruined it.
Yeah, I mean, I've completed all the achievements, so it's doable. But yeah, some of the holes are a pain in the ass.
Yeah, but I want to play about YouTube and how to do it, Ian.
I'm just a professional.
Completed all the achievements on it, still not hit 1,000,007.
Yeah, outrageous. How fucking outrageous.
Just saying.
I'm never gonna please Jamie. One day,
easy. One day, maybe in July sometime. Anyway,
Hello!
Golf with Your Friends is a good game. We had got a lot of fun. I did try to get the kid to play it with me this morning, but she wanted to play Human Fall Flat, which again I think.
I mean, it's not a bad shout.
Would be a fun stream as well if we got together and played that, because it was fucking hilarious playing it with her this morning. So yeah, I think it'd be fun with the 4 or 5. Exactly, 4 or 5 of us, 6 of us maybe. You can have up to 8 players, but that's for another day.
It's for another month.
Indeed. For now, we'll play a bit more golf with friends at some point, I'm sure. But yeah, let us know in the comments and all that YouTuber stuff. If you like golf with your friends, let us know and we'll.
I wanted Dan to come on, but he put my heart and come.
He said he was coming, didn't he?
He was going to join us, but he ended up
what a dick.
Not being able to. But maybe for the next one, if we do another one, that'd be nice.
Fucking better.
He's had his one allocated gaming session with us in a month. That's it.
Daniel, come back. We miss you. Anyway, Ian, we're all here for the first time in a while.
We are.
Have you got a
We
top
are.
5 for us?
Oh, I've not got my pen and paper. Oh.
Let me get my docs open. Let's pad a bit whilst I find
Pad it,
something.
pad it,
all right.
pad it.
I'll tell you what, while Ian's looking, Ross, give me
I
some
was
pluggles.
going to say, do you want an early plug?
Get me an early plug-in.
I can give you an early plug-in. Insert coin, XBXTVRN, £5 off orders over £50. Valid until December 2024.
We've just added some new Doki Doki Literature Club merch, and it looks very, very cool.
Oh, yeah.
Very tempted.
Is that also part of the apparel?
This one here, yep.
Yeah, Phoenix
Check
Tomatoes.
Check out my fucking tomatoes.
Damn fucking right. Socials running on the bottom of the screen: YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, X. I was about to say Twitter, but no. You can find us in any way, shape, or form at Xbox Tavern or at Xbox Tavern Official. Written reviews will be found at xboxtavern.com. Since we're doing it at the start of the show, Jay will have a whole lot of time to really have them pulled up and ready for at the end of the show, won't you, Jay?
There's not very many this week, so yes.
So good. As long as you got them, that's the main thing. CD Keys affiliate link doesn't cost us any extra, but if you jump over there, buy anything, games, FIFA points, gift vouchers, whatever it may be, and use the link, it just gives a wee kickback to ourselves so that we can get a wee bit extra pennies. Apple and Spotify podcasts, if you jump over there, leave us a wee review. 5 stars would be greatly appreciated. And YouTube partners, we are members over on YouTube, so you can buy our merchandise directly from the shop. From the YouTube channel to our various different shops that we have with various different designs. If you also want to jump on and become a member, you'll be able to get access on our members only videos. I realise that sounds very OnlyFanish, but even still, you also get access to special super chat type options as well, which have been set up, as well as a load of new emojis and stickers. So if you can support us through that, I think it's 99 pence is the entry tier point. So basically, it's better value than anything you'll get at the pound shop, which I don't think is a bad thing.
I mean, comparing us to the pound shop, that's fucking genius marketing. I love it. Because
You're
we are the best value in Xbox podcast.
Second best value in gaming. Well, depends. If they keep on going the way that they're going, we might be the best
we might
value
very well
in
be the
Xbox.
best value in gaming very, very soon. Yeah, I don't know if you guys got a chance to listen back to last week's one. We were rather negative on all
There
the
was
news
some
that was
positive
going
in it.
around.
There was
a
some
little bit
positive.
And we got a little bit more positivity this week to talk about.
We've got a
later on
lot
when we
more
get-
positivity this week. Come
when we
on.
get to the news. But yeah, we'll save
Are
the
we?
positivity
Yeah.
on the news. Don't worry, Ian. I know you've prepared. It's all right. Don't worry. We've got lots of positive stuff this week to balance out all the shit that they did last week.
Yes, sir.
They still done the shit, obviously, but we can at least skew a little bit more like, hooray. Anyway, Ian, there's
What's
enough
it that-
padding time.
What does it always say? The night is darkest before the dawn. Is that what they're saying?
Something
is?
like that. Why not? Let's go
Yeah,
with that.
exactly.
phrase.
That's what
Yeah.
Xbox is looking at. You've got to go through the lows before you get
Yes.
the fucking
The
highs.
problem is they just keep doing lower and lower and lower.
That's because it's good to get to the darkest point. You're going to look like there's no tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll see. Anyway, Ian, enough padding.
No, let's go and talk about games whilst I set something up.
Oh,
Oh,
for fuck's sake!
Snitched him right up. Snitched him right up. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I'm sorry. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's talk about some things we've been playing this week. And in a rare twist, I'm going to go
Top
first
5.
because I've only been playing one game. It's a game called Paper Trail. Oh, smack me with the table there. Sorry. It's a puzzle game, Ian. I think your missus might enjoy it. It's basically
That sounded rather innuendo-ish.
you had. It's basically. The premise of the puzzles is that it takes place on like
Fucking
sheets of
willing to
paper. So it's like a top-down viewpoint where you're running around like single sheets of paper. And as you can see in the trailer, if you're watching, you use the cursor and you grab either the corner or the sides of the page, and you sort of fold it in, and that then creates new platforms or puts things together, like in that example there, where it sort of joins up shapes to open up the next area and stuff like that. Fucking really, really clever game. Like,
That's cool as hell.
yeah, really, really smartly implemented. I think there's 8 areas, and each one's got a different theme. So one might just be a case of building, walkways to get past. Another one might be bouncing lasers around to, open doors or sliding blocks, like in that bit there where you got bits you can fold it over and then slide the block across to the bit you've just folded, etc., etc. Yeah, really, really cleverly done. Really enjoyable little story about. It's basically about this little girl called oh fuck, I can't remember her name. I've forgotten. I'm sorry. The girl on screen anyway.
Oh.
And she is off to college, university, sorry, and it's about her journey going from home to university, and it's all set in like a fairy tale story about basically being able to bend time and space by folding the pages that she's walking on, and each area is probably like not even an hour long, and it sort of ramps up the difficulty quite nicely. Some games I find with this, like by the time you get to the last area of a certain theme, as it were, they really sort of put the fucking boot in, like you're gonna like really struggle to solve this one. And it's very rare that I got properly stuck. But when you do get stuck, you press the Y button and you got like a little timeline you can just drag along, and it will show you the order of the folds, but it won't tell you about like where you got to place certain items or where you got to place your character. So you still got a little bit of sort of manual work to do, but it just gives you that little nudge. So if you've done a few folds and you're like, I can't figure out where to go now, you can just scroll along, see the next fold, and then go back and carry on yourself. It doesn't sort of explain it all. It just explains as much as you want it to, and it's really, really cleverly done.
So, is that Game Pass?
It's not Game Pass, no.
Well, the only reason I was saying is because just looking at the trailer, it's saying it's on like Netflix. No, that is for me to say Netflix gaming.
Yeah, I think it must be. Yeah. So yeah, if you got that, you can play it on your mobile. I think it's on all the platforms.
I'd be sort of tempted just to try it on that, just because it looks like it's like a, as you say, it's when I seen the concept of it, like sort of the origami type folding and make your sort of layout of your level. It's quite a novel wee idea.
Yes, and look, it's really, really well done. Like,
Paige was the person's name, ironically.
I mean, that would be the obvious one. Yeah, I was going to say Mara because that was the other game I was playing last week, Crow Country. I was like, it's not Mara. I'm just completely mind blanked. But yeah, really, really cleverly done. Nice sort of sweet story again to follow along Paige's journey, and yeah, just a lovely sort of 6-7 hour game. Get through it, enjoyable time. There's some hidden collectibles and stuff which are harder to get to. I got probably half of them, and that's not really my cup of tea, so I'm not going to bother going back for them. But if you want an extra challenge, you can. But yeah, I think the only thing really that let it down, which you can't really help, is because, as you were saying about Netflix for gaming, obviously on a mobile you can drag and touch and drag the corners of the pages, whereas on that you got to drag the cursor around and hold the trigger, and sometimes it wouldn't quite. If you had two edges together, it would be tricky to select the right one. You're not under any time pressure, but it was just like little nitpicky bits. Like, I just want to grab this page, and you keep grabbing the wrong section, stuff like that. So I think if you got a touchscreen, it'd be much more fluid. But yeah, other than that, I thought it was brilliant. Really, really enjoyable little puzzle game. Like I said, a few hours long, 6-7 hours long maybe. And yeah, just no, it doesn't waste any time because it has those separate areas and they're all different. It doesn't like stretch out one area for fucking hours and you're like, I just want to move on to the next bit. It just keeps the place flowing nicely, and yeah, really enjoyable little puzzle game. I'm sure it's an easy 1000G as well, Ian, if you need some help getting to that 1.7. But yeah, other than that, I haven't really played.
It didn't bite.
Yeah, I was waiting for it. Other than that, I haven't really played anything else this week. All I can say is that on Tuesday at 9 a.m.
Ish!
You can look forward to my Hellblade 2 review. But I can't say any more than that right now. So yeah, 2 days time, you can come to xboxtam.com and check out my review of that highly anticipated title. But before I put myself in trouble and say something I shouldn't, let's move on. Graham, have you had much chance to play anything this week? What have you been up to?
I have. I've been trying to sort of steamroll my way through the Star Wars Fallen Order one. I thought I was getting close to the end, but it seems to sort of have oh no, we're still keep going.
Is this the first one?
The first one, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So I need to do the first one before I do the second one. So
yeah, okay.
And it was only when I rewatched it, I goes, oh yeah, that's the guy that was in the Gotham series of Batman.
Yes, indeed it was. Cameron Monaghan?
Yeah.
As in the live action, like not the Gotham game.
No, he's the guy that plays the Joker.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, that was interesting to sort of revisit that bit. But
what's your thoughts on Cal Kestis?
He seems all right. He seems sort of very brooding at times, but he's
I feel like that's mandatory for Star Wars.
Yeah, but he seems all right. I don't have anything against this kind of character. The it's just more some sort of the gaming decision. I know they sort of put little puzzle elements and sort of platforming in there, but it's like they're not even sort of harder, so it's more annoying. There's a lot of different annoying areas and just bits where you go, you need to get to here. You go to the hollow map, and so you need to get to this kind of area, but not tell you how you get to that area.
What planet are you on?
That was the sort of one with a lot of the Second Sisters ones, the sort of orangey one.
Right, Dathomir.
There's a lot of dicking around on Dathomir.
Yeah, so Dathomir with the home of the Night Sisters.
Night Sisters, yeah.
Yeah, have you been to the? I forgot. Always forget the one that the Jedi Temple is that you
Yes.
So, how did you enjoy navigating that map?
That map was quite annoying.
That was a bastard map.
Yeah. To be honest, yeah, that was a lot of faffing as well.
Yeah, and the map is not intuitive in the slightest.
No, neither of them are. It's like they don't tell you there's a quick way to get up there here that you could have done in 10 seconds. Now, you spent another 15 minutes going all the way around the houses to go the long way around, which you could have just gone, you could have just climbed up that bit. It's just, yeah.
So, what type of lightsaber are you rocking?
I was using because I've got the special account thing, I think, with the download that I got. It was like the orange downloadable one, the extra content one. And then when you get to find your own crystal, I chose a little sexy pink one. I think it's called magenta, but it looks like a sexy pink.
It does look sexy pink. Have you got a double-bladed lightsaber yet?
I have. Well, you get the double-bladed one ages ago. But the dual, like, Darth Maul double-blade one. But yeah, no, I've got to the point where he can now sort of separate them out and use them as like two lightsabers at once and sort of do like a super attack, and it just pretty much rinses everyone.
Yes, it does.
So yeah, I think I'm on the tail end of that. I've almost unlocked all the powers, so surely I must be towards the kind of end. So yeah, I've got the thing that helps you find the other Jedis, and I've got the second sister on board the ship, so I'm pretty sure I'm towards the end of it now.
The Night Sister on the ship. So you didn't get a second sister on the ship.
Night Sister, yeah. I thought she was the second sister, though.
No, she's a Night Sister of Dathomir.
Yeah. But yeah, she's now on the ship, and I have to go to... Yeah, like they subtle hinting, now that you can do all these things, maybe you can go back to the Zepho planet and unlock some other things. It's like everything you unlock is just cosmetic nonsense.
Yes,
maybe I won't do that and go back to stick to the main mission. I don't want achievements. I don't want the main. I just want to go through towards the end of the game. So I think I'm towards the latter end, but I haven't quite finished it just yet.
Fair enough. Well, it sounds like you're enjoying it at the very least. Are you going to jump straight into the sequel? Or are you going to give yourself a little bit of a break in between?
I will probably have a break, see what else I can review, because I still need to knock out my other one first before I sort of pick something else up. But a lot of interesting things happened this week, which stopped me. Yeah.
So even as the biggest, one of the biggest Star Wars fans, I would take a break because Jedi Survivor is a slog. You are committing 50 hours to that game, 60 hours maybe. So take a hiatus is the best advice I can give you.
It might be. I might go back and finish with Baldur's Gate then, if that's the case.
Yeah, it's a big boy.
Oh yeah, I'll take.
I won't go to that big boy. I'll finish this big boy instead.
Well, I'm in Act 3 of that one, so
Act 3 is like 60 hours.
So I might as well finish that bit first before.
This is very true. Yeah.
That's fair enough. That's you can't overdose on Star Wars too much, I don't think. But yeah, nice. Okay, good. Thank you very much.
You're not a big Star Wars fan, are you, Joe?
I don't care either way, to be honest. So I've played a few of the games. I really like KOTOR, obviously, everybody does. But other than that, and pod racing.
Oh, yeah!
They come, then I buy. Why didn't I buy? But yeah, other than that, yeah, not really. I don't dislike it, just not really bothered, to be honest. I did quite like Galaxy's Edge, though, when we went to Florida a couple of years ago. That was really cool.
Did you meet your own lightsaber?
No, fuck off. No chance. Like I said, I don't care, but the theme in.
Oh.
Yep, we'll just deal with that. Yeah, who goes to Galaxy's Edge and doesn't make their own fucking lightsaber? Oh, fucking weirdo.
I know. I've let you down. I'm sorry. Maybe next time. It's not going to happen, but maybe next.
You go every year. I feel like you could make one exception.
Yeah,
You and your fucking Cayman
wish.
Islands account.
I wish. Yeah, I know. One. Yeah, maybe.
Zach, that's where he gets all his money.
Let's
Yeah,
move on.
we've seen the payouts for the channel, Jay. We know.
Let's
fucking know.
Let's move on from that, shall we? Ross, what have you been playing this week? That's not Football Manager.
I have only been playing one other game than Football Manager, and I'm going to tip my cap to Ian. So Ian made the very bold statement of Nuka World being such a great DLC for Fallout 4. And maybe because I played it right at the back of playing Far Harbor, I probably didn't give it the attention, the love, maybe, that it deserves. So, as I said on last week's show, I am playing through as doing like a survival mode on Fallout 4. So, I've got to the point now where I'm like, I could probably take on the DLCs. I'm at high enough level. I've got enough inventory to make sure I can survive and not having to fanny about getting stuff set up. So, I thought, jumping in the Nuka World DLC, it's really fucking good. Really fucking good. I like the whole fact of you've got the opening up to be like a baddie. I probably won't finish the DLC in its entirety at the minute because the game's old enough I can spoil it. It takes you down being a raider type idea, and I don't want to go back into the main game and be viewed as a villain and having to do these raider side quests and shit like that. So I'll probably leave it at a certain point, and then once I've done the rest, yeah, I'll come back and maybe polish it off. But no, something like the weapons, I fucking love cutting about in my Nuka-Cola power armor, which is just like,
oh no,
fucking love that. Yeah, just I maybe judged it too harshly originally, because I probably was getting to the point where I had done 70 or 80 hours plus of Fallout, and it was just like, right, I just want to get to the end of this now. So going in with sort of fresh eyes and playing it in the survival mode, I'm actually, really enjoying it. It's the first one that I started. Well, I've done Automaton, but for the hour that Automaton takes to complete, this is the actual proper first DLC that I've jumped in this playthrough, and really enjoying it. So I tip my cap to Ian. You were spot on your evaluation of the Nuka World DLC.
Right as always. Well done, Ian. Nice. So, Ian, are you ready, or do we need more vamping time? We can do more vamping time.
I can fill you in for a good hour on Football Manager if you want.
What was that, Ian?
Well, the document, I can't find the document.
Manager.
All the stuff. So.
Okay, all right.
Fantastic. So, Football Manager.
What we'll do is I've got a random one. Let's not stop Football Manager. Give me your pens and paper ready.
Hold on, I'm just getting my pen and paper. I'm just getting it.
Phone. I'll do phone. I'm not doing pen and paper.
I'm getting
I'm ready.
Pen and paper.
Yeah.
This is my scouting list, by the way, of all the nations I need to make scouting reports for.
I mean, yes.
Yes, I did go and scout Tanzania.
Of course. Well, I mean, why wouldn't you? He's still talking about Football Manager, even though
What was the other random one that I scouted as well? Oh, yeah, and also a hotbed for talent, Iran and Iraq.
Hotbed being the main one.
Shit, you know,
I was going to say
talent galore.
Why Iran and Iraq?
Don't ask questions.
They've got plenty of people who are willing to bomb forward.
Oh, fair enough. So,
you had to fucking ask me.
I can't find the document, all my stuff saved. Because I can't find documents, all my stuff is saved. I don't know where it's gone, so I have to hunt for it. So I'm just going to quickly do one, which is what is currently the top five most played games of this month.
On what metric?
So on Xbox only.
All right, so fucking Helldivers just fucking score that one right out.
Okay. Are you getting this from your good old favourite trueachievements.com?
Does it have to be in order?
No, just 5 games.
Right, okay.
The 5 popular games that's been played a lot this month. That's the best way to put it.
Yeah, all right. Ian Vamp, can tell us about a game you've been playing while we write down our answers.
What games did I put in the document that I played?
Stanley Parable.
I played Stanley Parable recently.
Rock the Stanley Parable, so I put the trailer up because it's the first one that I've got loaded.
Nice.
There we go. Stanley Parable. I went back to that bad boy because
What a fucking game, by the way.
it's brilliant, and it's one of the fun games where actually my son really enjoys it as well, and he kind of likes the fact that the whole you have to listen to the guy, and then he likes it funny when you don't
It's
listen
fucking
to him and do
hilarious.
something different. It gets really he finds it hilarious because look, I did something differently, and he likes the fact that and he also the narrator tweaks what he's saying and stuff. And he loved one where he got quite far, like the Stanley Parable line. It's like, now follow this line. And obviously trying to go off route, and it's like, what are you doing? Go
The
back
thing
on
is,
the line.
the actual guy who does the commentary stuff is fucking hilarious.
Yes. Yeah. I think it's brilliant. I think the way they've got it, and just like
Who
don't want to give
Jay, you'll know probably better than anybody. Who voices it?
Oh, I did look up his name when I reviewed it, and I don't remember now. I'll quickly ask Jeeves.
Because I was going to say, you're bound to know. You were the one who put me on it.
But yeah, it's such a funny
Kevin Writing.
No, I don't know the name.
No, I
don't
don't think he's done a tremendous amount of other games. But yeah, he did the original one back in 2012, was it? I think. And then he come back and redid it for the Ultra Deluxe Edition. And yeah, he's fucking brilliant.
But yeah, some of the endings and stuff, like the bit where it's like you go through and like there's a door like extra content, like a massive neon sign, and then if you ignore it, do the level, get something else, and they come back. There's even more signs just saying extra content, like pointing at the door.
Yeah.
And they're like, you may want to go in this door. I was like, there are loads of arrows pointing at the door for you to go in with extra content. It's just like,
But it's like one of these things. It's like, so obviously you want to progress the game, but at the same time you're like, but I don't want to do what you say. Like I want to try and piss you off, but I know sometimes I need to do what you say to get the game to fucking advance. But it's like it goes against every fucking fibre of your being. You're just like, I don't want to go in that door. I know you say I need to go in that door.
Yeah,
That door over fucking there.
and that's what I mean. That's what
I don't care about the consequences.
Yeah, he likes the fact that he gets annoyed with the narrator, and then sometimes you have to listen to the narrator, and you listen to what he does, and then sometimes you don't. But yeah, brilliant game. Like I went back and 1000G'd it somehow.
You 1000G'd that game? Fuck that.
I mean, that must be slightly cheating because one of the achievements is not play it for like 20 years, isn't it? That's why I replied with that very suspicious gift. When you
that's what I mean. That's what the eye.
Don't
know what you're talking about.
No comment on that one.
Yeah, I'm working my way towards getting
game.
the Steam
Absolutely
achievement for
loved
the
it.
original game.
Yeah, so good. Like such a good fun game and brilliantly story driven. Like that's what I like about it. It's such a good like narrative and it's just funny and light-hearted, and like the way they kind of take the piss out. I'm not gonna make a second one or third one, and obviously the way they take the piss out of that after a while in the game is just fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because they're not referenced for the fact that it's called the what's this?
Ultra Deluxe.
Ultra Deluxe. They not make comment for the fact that that's what they've called it.
Yeah.
I mean,
one bit I
do
do love as well, which is this little bit of chef kiss as well, is the beginning of the game where it goes, "What time is it?" And if you change the time, it goes, "I'm really proud of you."
Yeah,
both times you
actually took the time to make the time. Yeah,
you actually changed the time.
It's
well
so
done.
clever, so cleverly done.
I must admit, it's one of these games where I wish, like, I had seen it out. I started playing it and I fell in love with it because, as Jay said, like, just some of it is like just amazing in regards to the way it's set up. But I just never finished it, and that sort of annoyed me.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I never actually finished it.
I kind of finished a bit of the story, and then I kind of fell off the cliff. I was like, no, I want to go back and do this because competition. But I wanted to go back and actually play it further. And then when I did it further, I just couldn't put it down. Going back to do all the other different stories, and it's just it's good fun.
Yeah, as you said, no matter what you do, you always seem to make progress and carry on. And I don't remember.
It's like the way we take the piss, where you go up the stairs and stuff to the boss's office. Goes, well, you know what to do here, man. And just opens the door for you straight away. It's like,
Yeah.
Or if you put the
time
code in too quickly, it goes, how do you know the code? That is annoying. You didn't know the code. Let's listen to some elevator music. You have to sit there for like
It was
2
just
minutes.
it was just even one of the first parts where there was like 2 doors, and it was like Stanley went through the right hand door, and you go through the left hand door, and went, "Bitch, I will fuck you up.
Go for a detour.
You were meant to go through the fucking right door."
So yeah, really, really clever. Really well done. Definitely one of the smartest games I've ever played. Even, yeah, just yeah.
It was when you've like I say, when you first spoke about it, Jay. Sorry, I'll be 2 seconds here. I've got hands up, so I'm not cheating
it's
and
good.
putting any extra answers. When you first spoke about it, Jay, and then like you were saying, "Oh, there's this next gen or ultra deluxe with all the added stuff in coming." Jump in it, and then I was like, "No, Ken, what? We will listen to the sage advice of Jay and see what he says about it."
I'm always right.
And it's just fucking hilarious. It's the same, but you said the same about Superliminal as well, and I really enjoyed that. I think my biggest issue is I am not somebody who plays a lot of indie games. I jump into my big name games and that's it. And between Superliminal, Stanley Parable, and fucking probably have to get this game etched on my fucking tombstone. But Killer Queen Black,
Yeah.
fucking like 3 games that I would have looked at and went, no thanks. And then
And that's what
fucking
the beauty,
fell in
that's
love
what we
with.
say about the beauty of Game Pass is, because some of these games I would never pick up or even
Yeah,
give a second.
no, not
glance
even
to.
like remotely.
Obviously, Sand Power wasn't, but when I played Superliminal with Mrs., which we'll talk about a bit later, brilliant game. Like just nice. Obviously, Jay recommended it.
Just
But another
so
thing I played as well,
intuitive.
which is recently, which I'll talk about after the top 5, which is the Bookwalker Thief of Tales. Fantastic story-driven game.
Also, I don't know anything about this game other than the 2 seconds that I've watched when I loaded the trailer up. How much does that fucking artwork look very much Dishonored?
What,
Yeah.
the Bookwalker game?
Yeah, like I've only seen 2 seconds of the trailer.
Yeah.
I'm in. There's the controller.
I'm in. I'm done. I'm signed up. Fucking download now. Guys, my internet
like,
connection's
it's
not
like
working. Sorry, I
cartoony.
just need to go.
Dark-esque kind of feel. Yeah.
Nice.
Cool. Top 5. Top 5 most played
Right,
games.
I'm
this
ready.
month.
Right, sorry, I've got my list.
I'm ready.
you
I've
go
got it
first
on
then.
here. I
Do
didn't
you need-
Google, I promise.
Do you want me to read the list out or do you want me to show you it?
Just read it out because I'm typing.
So I've not got them in any discernible order,
No
but I've
order,
got
doesn't
Fallout.
matter.
I've got Fallout 4, Fortnite, R6, Minecraft, COD,
R6, maybe 6.
Rainbow Six Siege. Sorry,
Yeah. COD and
Minecraft. So Fallout 4, Fortnite, R6, Minecraft, COD.
cool. Jamie.
I've gone for Fallout 4, Fallout 76,
Ooh,
Warzone.
Warzone!
Call of Duty
Nope.
Warzone, whatever it is, 2.0,
yeah.
whatever it is now, in it. Roblox and Fortnite.
Ooh, Roblox. I had that and I scored that out.
Yeah.
Greg.
For, Fortnite, Roblox, Call of Duty, Minecraft, and I threw in Elden Ring like a fool.
So
Oh,
Fortnite,
I don't
Roblox,
know.
Call of Duty. What was the last two?
Fortnite, Elden Ring, Roblox, Call of Duty, Minecraft.
I mean, Gray could be honest something because, as I said on last week's show, Jay, I've been jumping into Elden Ring, getting ready for the DLC
Wraith.
coming out. So
Which is out soon, isn't it? Is it next week?
June, yeah.
Oh,
Are you jumping
sorry.
in it, Ian? Because I know you loved Elden Ring.
I loved Elden Ring until I got to a boss, which made me want to kill myself.
Because I was going to say,
died
if you are
repeatedly.
jumping into
I
it,
died repeatedly, and I didn't know where I was. Then I found that the boss I was trying to die, it's like me 3 hours to try and kept dying, was an optional boss. And then I got lost, and then I got to this guard which kept killing me, and I was like, I'm not playing this anymore.
I'm done. Yeah. Well, if you decide
yeah,
to pick
no.
it back up, the leveling system for the new DLC is changed. So it's not based on ruins. It's based on the same as what Sekiro has in their leveling up system. So your overpowered
will
builds
to
that
live.
you can make doesn't
but
work in the new
okay.
DLC.
We'll
So
Ian looks like he's really excited.
after me power leveling, thinking, right, I'll get ready for this fucking DLC. Let's fucking get in this shit, and then realised, it's not going to make the fucking blind bit of difference. I'm still going to get my ass handed to me.
Okay. Well, what's the scores on the doors? Do you remember? Is it?
I'm getting pumped.
I know I've
Is
won
it
2.
3-1? 3-1?
3? Have I won 3? Oh, my, I won
Yeah,
3.
three.
I've won
I'm not
3.
sure if it's 3-1 1 none, or is it
I've
3
definitely
2
got one. I've
Yeah, I think it
one.
might be 3-1-0.
Okay. So, top 5 games, most played games this month.
Go!
We'll go from top 7 because some people said it.
But we were only in 5.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying no, but top 5 counts. Say top 5. Don't worry.
But I'll go
Just
from
wind
7.
up day. In 9th place was Fallout 76.
Oh, in
course.
fairness, it was a great shout. When you see that, I was like, oh, man, that
God
makes so
damn it,
much
I thought it'd
sense.
be higher than that. Okay.
I know. Top 5. 5th place, just moved up to top 5, is Rainbow Six Siege.
Oh,
Outrageous.
yeah.
Outrageous.
4th, due to the series, Fallout 4.
Yeah, I think that we all sort of worked that one.
Yeah, I've lost that.
In 3rd
Oh,
place,
fuck. Yeah.
because my son's probably got about 100 hours in it this week.
Solely
Oh,
contributed
I had
to
Minecraft.
Tyler.
I took it away. Oh, what a dickhead.
In 2nd place, we all had it, Call of Duty. And in 1st place is Fortnite. I think someone has 5 out of 5.
Oh, fucking hell. Smashed it. Absolutely smashed
That
it.
motherfucker's got 5 out of 5. Well done.
I'm looking here like, how many did I get? 2, maybe? Oh, fuck. Maybe we'll
You know, the only reason
Roblox
I
was
would have.
7.
I would have probably.
That's the end of the season.
Well, what I had was so the ones that I scored out is I had Apex, EAFC, Roblox. Fuck else did I have?
7th.
I can't see what that one else. Yeah, but the only reason that I put R6 is because one that I was going to say the new series is just dropping as well. Series
okay.
year 9 or something. The regionals is on, and for some reason my TikTok has been overtaken by something called Jinxie.
Oh,
They
that
sound like a
name rings
lovely
a bell. That does
Yeah,
ring a
so
bell.
he's just been doing like people send him his Xbox. People send him their Xbox clips of R6.
Yeah, and he
he,
sits
like,
and watches it.
Does like an evaluation of what they've done wrong and how you can get better at the game and things like that. And my TikTok has
Yeah.
just been consumed by him.
Did you send him
Because
your
I
one?
watched something similar with him when there was the invitationals in Brazil, and it was analysing every play. It was like
The thing is, he's
see
like
why that team won, and
unreal
see
is
why
like
they win.
what he can understand. Like so, like even to do with like the different types of sound, he knows what they mean and where they are in a position him. Because the game doesn't work how you think it works in regards to sound. So if you've got somebody who's like in front of you, the sound will come from the path of least resistance and the shortest route. So if you've got like 6 walls to the right but 1 to the left, the sound will come through the left ear, even though it's directly in front of you.
God, that's
Because it travels the he was breaking down how the sound works in the game, and he's like, this is how I know where people are, and then he knows all the different audio cues in regards to what they are. So like people getting revived, people putting a frost mat down, people dropping down from a hatch, people putting certain types of like their
C4 and
tools and utilities down in the map. He knows the sound cues of what they are and what their purpose is based on where he is. And it's like, mate, I just run around and shoot people as soon as I see them. And even at that, I don't do that particularly well.
Flash and clear, that's all it takes.
And I was just like, I was just sitting there and it was like, this is fucking unreal.
Yeah, he analysed it so deep. Yeah, I've seen it before when he was doing it.
I mean, he's a bit like
Brazil.
He's a bit like fucking mental in regards to the way that he like portrays himself and the way he like speaks, but his actual knowledge of it is like, holy fuck.
Yeah.
It's scary.
Yeah, there's some deep dive into it.
Yeah. It's like Gray giving a masterclass on Ultimate Team.
I wouldn't go quite that level.
Gave Pete one, that's for sure.
All right, well, thank you very much. Well done, Ross. He's still winning 4-1-0 now.
Oh, yeah.
I'm fucking rigged.
It's all in the rum.
We'll make him harder the next month.
Rigged.
Yeah,
Next
all right,
week I'll
Sorry,
find the
dropped on
document
spot
where
there,
it's,
but,
where it's all about Jamie.
Oh, yeah. I suddenly-
Excellent.
it's,
Oh, yeah, when he's got all
It's on my
G's
desktop,
answers already
but then I just
pre-organised.
So you can't move stuff
I'll
around.
make sure I
Can't move
fix
stuff
it.
around. Okay, thank you very much. Right, Graham. Have you been playing anything else other than Star Wars this week?
Only briefly a bit more of my review game, Hammer Watch 2, and it's not getting that much better. It's just getting more tedious, if anything. It's just a lot of backpedaling to get back to where you were, and it's annoying because it has potential to be quite cool, and it probably would be better if you were playing with sort of other people. But I imagine it also would get like extra frustrating playing with other people, trying to go, where do we need to go? Because a lot of the doors are really sort of blend into the background, and you just stumble across them by accident. There's marsh areas where you're wandering through. So how do I get to one of these kind of caves? And there's a tiny little like crescent black bit. If you just look deep enough, you go, oh, that's where the entrance is. It's just like no guidance on anything of where to go at times. And if you do stumble into the wrong area where there's higher levels, you just get pumped straight away, and then you just have to sort of respawn at the beginning of like the cave area or the tunnel area, or just wherever the sort of dungeon that you're entering. But there's no map of the dungeon, so you always have to start right back at the beginning or go back to town. So you have to find the dungeon again, then go back through it to get to where you were before. And it's just those kind of elements are just more annoying than they are fun. But I mean, maybe it does get better as you go a bit further in, but it's still not sort of pulling me in just yet.
Is it? Because watching that trailer as you've been talking, that I expected like a slow paced, like turn-based thing. I didn't realize it was
no, it's
quite
like
so
that.
action heavy as that.
Yeah, it well.
It looks
like I said, I think
like
it sort of would suit.
Vampire Survivors.
It is in a sense that the enemies hoard at you a little bit like that, but there's an actual area to go to. You're actually moving into different areas. But you
What
kind
was
of
that
unlock
other
different
one that was
moves and
similar to
stuff.
that?
But it's just
It was like Sea Salt. That was similar to that, wasn't it? Did not play that?
yeah, I think I did play that one. That's I suppose similar kind of style to that one. Yeah, you're not far off of Sea Salt, but it's just this one's got some.
It looks really
odd
it looks
findings.
quite.
It looks like it can be fun. I like the way they just glorify by showing a lot of the different boss battles in that bit, where that's probably where the main fun kind of happens. But not all of it's kind of boss battles. You find just hordes of just slime creatures and spiders and bats. It's nowhere near as fun as what that bit kind of makes out. Especially when you're just trying to find where to go. You have no idea. You just need to find this bit, and you say, okay, it's somewhere in here. You got to keep running around the same sort of dungeons, going backwards on yourself, and there's secret areas that you don't know it's secret unless you listen out. You have to shoot all the walls, that just like dry hump all the walls, shooting everything until you hear, oh, okay, there's a secret area there. But that grinds after a while. So there's just so many bad choices in there, or that it just doesn't work very well on console. The worst one, as I mentioned, I think the time before, is just the binding of keys on there. So you unlock a move, and you can just bind it to any key. And if you bind it to like a normal key that you use, like you press, I think it's like A or B button to talk to people. So you can actually bind a special move to that button, and then you do a special move every time you're trying to talk to people. It's like, well, don't allow me to bind the button to something that's constantly in use. And because you use the dual sticks, you move with the left and aim with your right, you can't really assign one of your main moves to one of the buttons because you're already using your right thumb stickers to move.
So it's like the old elite paddles, baby.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But you either have to start using paddles, or just having to use the triggers and then bumpers pressing triggers at the same time. So it just gets a bit clunky that way. Because otherwise, if you try pressing one of the buttons, if you're facing the wrong way, then you're not going to shoot towards the enemy, and it's just okay. That bit's a bit daft. So the binding thing is a bit of a pain, especially when you're sort of the way you're aiming. So it's very meh, and I'll be writing it up sort of very soon. But didn't hook me.
That's a shame because, like I said, it looks like it would be a bit of hectic fun, but as you said, all the issues you just laid out there sort of get in the way of that, which is a bit of a pain.
Just options. I like the games that do give you the options of like, okay, if you don't want it too easy, it won't tell you where the destination is, but make it an option for people that don't get bored of that shit really fast.
Yeah, or at the very least, don't make it blend in so well with the background. Like, don't tell us where it is, but make it stand out when we get there.
Yeah, just some sort of quest markers. I was just, following on from bloody Dragon's Dogma, another obsessive.
Greatest game of the year. That's what we're about.
In this vague area, find it in this vague area. Yeah, very.
I do want to say
roughly
just on a tangent to the game that Gray was playing. Just when he said dungeons, and I'm going to fucking regret ever mentioning this next word, but has anybody seen the feature that they've introduced in Hades 2? Fuck off, Jay. It doesn't tell you which year the game's launched every time you launch it.
Yeah, what's it out?
So you fight a boss called Kronos, who in Greek mythology is the master of the god of time type idea. If you try and pause the game, he can unpause the game because he controls time.
Spooky dookie.
So it goes back to like the Metal Gear type idea where is it Mantis who like could read your memory card. So if you try and pause it, like he'll come over the voiceover and go, "You have no power here" type idea, and unpause the fucking game. Yeah. And then if you pause it again, are you having fun? And unpause it, it's like, what the fuck, mate?
I just need a piss. Leave me alone.
If I need to piss, you will fucking wait on me pissing.
What if you quick resume going to that bit?
You'll probably say, fucking no power here, not a fucking chance.
Relaunch the game for you.
He's standing over the top, he's teabagging. But yeah, I just thought, just when you mentioned the word dungeons, Gray, I was like, oh, dungeons, I need to remember and say that. Although, do I want to mention the word Hades on this podcast? Probably not. It's probably going to come back and bite me in the ass. But it was a cool feature, and I need to mention it.
Nice. That game is getting a lot of love. It's not actually coming out, not to rub it in, until next year in like full release, but it's in early access on Steam. They said at least not until next year. It might be even longer than that. Who knows? But
what years are coming to Game Pass?
We'll see. We'll see.
I mean, technically, it does early access count as a release date, so is it 2024?
Well, there we go. Fucking, and that's the next thing.
Yeah, we'll save that question for the next quiz.
I'm off that episode. Fucking traumatized by that game.
Anyway,
all the fucking games to pick as well.
Of all the games, go check out our quiz episode. They're a lot of fun. Over on YouTube.
Not the one that mentioned Hades,
especially the live one where we mentioned Hades.
That live one was spectacular.
Let me look at the little list here. Ian, go on then. Tell me all about
two more games to both Ians.
What was the second game I put? Oh, Watch Dogs. Yes. Bookwalker. Yeah, really fun little point and click adventure type game.
Oh, Boo, you said Dishonored earlier on, Rog. You got my hopes up.
I said art style.
Oh,
look
for the trailer. That I literally said 2 seconds I'd watched the trailer.
I know the art style got me excited, but no. Sorry, Ian, carry on.
No, I mean it plays dreadful on console, so I had to.
You're not selling it, mate.
But on PC, absolutely brilliant because obviously I feel like it's meant for like Steam kind of. And they kind of and the way the controls just don't really work. It kind of have to keep moving your control and clicking, whereas in the mouse you just click to where you want to move to.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think like I say, as it says there, quite quirky characters in it. You kind of this what's his name? I can't remember what his name is in the game, but he kind of has jobs where you can go into like certain books. And basically all different books have different stories, and then he basically infiltrates the books, and he can change the story as he sees fit. So if something's happened, he can kind of alter it. But he can also bring like items from the outside world into it as well. So say for example, like there's a wall, and that book said, "Oh, the wall's broken. Wall's done up. You can't go through this wall." He can come out of the book, find like I say a sledgehammer in the outside world, come back into the book, and then basically knock the wall down, so he can kind of progress the story. And it's all about him trying to get items from the certain books, which are kind of like powerful artifacts, which can bring out of the book. Because he also not only can he bring items into the book, he can take items out of the book. And the whole part is that this secret organization is trying to basically steal loads of powers from these kind of books to kind of basically overthrow the government, standard bullshit like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it sounds interesting. I can't do point and click games, but the art style, like you said, Ross, definitely
What?
has got.
What
some
have you got against
Dishonored
point and click games?
I just can't get on with them. Not my cup of tea. Like, I love a good puzzle game, but
There's
I
a few
don't know.
puzzle elements into it, but it's not.
There is
Like you said,
one
it's
of the-
more heavily on the
One of
adventure
the
side.
best games I've ever played is a puzzle or point and click. It's called The Room.
You know, I like the room. I wouldn't
The
say
Room
that's a point
is
and click though.
fucking well. You
Can't say I've seen. Is that?
you sort of have to just interact with puzzles. I suppose it's not
Yeah.
point and click. You interact with the puzzles type idea. But The Room is fucking outstanding.
Yeah, I played the first one on the Switch. I think with like the
I've played
touchscreen.
I've played
bring-
all three of them on iPad, and I've played them on PC. And oh man, absolutely fucking incredible.
I think there's a VR version which I've been tempted.
There is a
to pick up.
VR version as well. Yeah, Dark something it's called. But Ian, if you've never played it, by all means, please pick it
Okay,
up.
I'll
It's on
check it out,
Steam. You probably get it on Android as well. Like I say, I played it on the iPad the very first time I ever played it, and then I got it on Steam. You can usually get a bundle because I think there's 3 of them. Absolutely fucking outstanding. And I think the third one even goes as deep as there's like 5 different endings, depending on how you play the game and how deep you go into the puzzles.
Yeah.
Oh,
The first one I bought on Switch, I think it's like 50p or something.
it's
fucking
fucking
bargain. I loved
absolutely. It was a COVID purchase for me. That was when like I first picked up on The Room, and oh wow, like possibly one of my favorite series of all time.
Yeah.
Just and it looks
Great
beautiful
trailer.
as well.
Yeah.
It looks really like everything about it is nice looking.
High recommendations. I think there might even be one on Xbox. Is there?
I don't think there's a
don't
room on the
imagine it will-
Xbox.
No,
No.
I just
I don't
try to look
imagine
on
it'll work
Xbox.
on
There's
the-
nothing you can see.
Is it not? Oh, maybe.
Yeah,
I'm not-
because
yeah, definitely Switch is
every
where
time I looked at it on Steam, the one that they recommended that was similar was like something to do with like the Da Vinci Files, I think it was, which is another very similar type game, but The Room is just different class.
Yeah, I might have to look into the VR one actually because I like the idea of sort of standing over the tables that you get and
Yeah,
using like the physical space to
Yeah.
manipulate and try
definitely.
and solve them.
But yeah,
Anyway,
this one's a bit more, less puzzly, more like you say, point and click, trying to speak to certain people, trying to work out where you need to go, what kind of elements you need to get the kind of progress the story, and find out which sort of items you need to get from the book. But yeah, quite a quirky one, but enough kept me hooked to complete it. So
and that's all we can ask for. 1000G, obviously,
standard,
naturally.
1.7?
naturally.
not yet.
How far are you off 1.7 now? Where are you at?
About 40k.
Oh,
Oh, that's like a week's work for you.
So you should have had
Probably.
that done by now. Come on, Ian.
Wow.
I believe in you.
Next week's
Maybe,
episode.
we'll see. What do I get if I win?
mate. I'll... just a plain sandwich,
1 month. No,
a chip sandwich.
Ham sandwich.
I was going to say a Chris sandwich, but yes.
If you give
With
me
a side of
anything
rice.
carby, I'm out. I'll just leave the podcast. I'm now
Just
retired.
gone. You got 2 options. You can either get double carbs or 1 month access to Dan's OnlyFans.
Well, Dan's only fan and double carb.
Oh,
Yeah, but the whole month all he's going to do is eat chips and rice.
exactly. Live stream it.
Oh no, that's
Live stream it in the same pose with the controller, but the other hand is like chips
butty.
and rice.
Chips and rice. Chips and rice.
Or chip butty. rice and bread.
If you're not familiar with what we're getting on about now, our After Darks, which you do most of the weeks after the podcast, if it's not patrons, members only, we were talking about food.
Ian
like, was it a couple of
disappointed
weeks
the whole
ago?
podcast.
And yeah, Ian has a very specific
You
place in
disappoint me
what
all.
you can
You
and
all
can't eat
disappoint me.
together. So if you want to join us, 99 pence, you can go and watch Ian get a lot of rage over all of the food we've been talking about. Anyway, back to video
Fucking
games.
video I put on the chat. as
Salt
well.
and chili French toast.
Back to video games. Back to video games.
Fucking
Ian, have you got
video
much?
with all the fucking carbs.
Ian, have you got much to say about Watch Dogs DLC, or should we move on? Because we're going quite long here, I realise.
Move it on. Just say I've just started it.
Okay.
Enjoying it?
Yes.
Good.
No,
I get to hack
good,
people's phones and beat them up.
I mean, what more could you
So it's like the
want?
real life government.
Just like real life.
What
Yeah.
more can you
Just
want?
like real life.
Cool. All right. Well, let's move on to news then.
Took news.
And with this,
Tit
like I
line,
said,
tit which tit
more,
ward.
bit more positive this week than last week.
Whoop, whoop.
Obviously, all the studios
What,
are
that
still shut
Rangers
down,
will
which
rob
is still
the
shit.
Scottish Premier League?
But but I'm going to
Selfish
gloss
man.
over gloss over the football reference. Shut
What?
up. We've got some not massive news, but some good, like I said, more positive stuff. We'll start.
Let me geek out.
A very quick one. Hang on. We'll start with a very quick one about Redfall because we all love Redfall here, don't we? You
Yeah.
love Redfall, Ross?
Game of the year.
So obviously they shut down Arcane Austin as part of the closures last week or the week before. We talked about it last week, and they said that what they were working on was the final update, which would include offline play, revamped neighborhood, nest systems, and single player pausing. And they said that it was never going to be seen because obviously they were shut down. However, they've since come out and said that actually they will release this final update very soon, which will give, as I just said, offline play, single player pausing, and a revamped neighborhood and nest systems, which I'll be interested to see what they mean by that, because the nest system, as we discussed when we played it back last year, fucking just dreadful, really. I mean, the game itself was not very good, but the nest system completely underwhelmed. So we'll see. It's coming soon at some point, and then obviously that'll be the end of Redfall in terms of like support. No DLC characters like they promised, and no further plans or sequels or whatever you. So it is what it is at this point. So let's really get that one out there very quickly. Ross,
Yeah.
I'm ready for you to geek out.
Oh yeah.
Have you played?
Before we get
Aw.
out,
Ian.
sorry, I just want to say, I am obviously because I'm very much achievement hunter, and I've started it, so I like to finish games when I've started. I'm very glad they're at least getting to put out the offline mode, because
Yeah.
even though it was a shit the bed, at least it gives chance for people to keep playing it, because there's so many games that come out like which are online only. And all the games you can't play anymore. It gets discontinued. All the achievements get discontinued. You can't even launch the game. You can't even play it because it's all offline. It's all online. And that means that game's completely wiped off face of the earth. You can never play it again. So at least this way, with them doing offline mode and still allowed to do offline mode, still means you can still play it. So that's what I wanted to say to that.
Have you 1000G Redfall? I'm assuming you haven't.
No, of course not. No.
So
No.
I would be willing to go back and help you out if you need help to finish it and get to Valve, because I'd like to check out the update, and I'd like to check it out how it is now, like how it's going to be forever, basically. Even though I really didn't like it at launch. But I would like to at least dip back in and try it for an hour or two and see how we get on.
But the thing is, and it's not a redeeming quality in any shape or form, but see the night that we were all on, and it was nothing to do with the actual game. I think it was just more to do with the fact of what the type of game is and the fact that we were playing it in a group environment. It was enjoyable. Not saying the game was fantastic, but what it allowed us to do was good fun.
Yeah, it allowed us to have a laugh together.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So it wasn't that the game was like breathtaking, but it allowed us to have an enjoyable evening of gaming.
Yeah,
and
so
that's
fun.
most games. As long as you've
until
got
the
a
very
good
end.
concept.
Yeah,
Like, I would never play Halo multiplayer on my own.
but in a group, it's fantastic.
Group is fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like I said, I'll be willing to jump back in and try it with the four of us, or just me and you. I don't mind, and just see how we get on with it. But as it was, it really wasn't very good. But anyway, sorry, Ross, we delayed you geeking out. I could see you.
Nice point of Redfall. That's why they deserve it.
Yeah, why not? Nice-ish.
They did give us a greatest game of all time.
They did, and sadly we won't get any more of it, which is very sad indeed. Very disappointed we won't get any more Deathloop. Fucking Dishonored at any point soon. Ross, have you been checking out Starfield's new Xbox update? Because everybody else seems to be enjoying it so far.
Yes.
On Pure Xbox, they got a list of the front page of the internet, Reddit's comments from people saying that they're enjoying like the increased environmental damage, which is a weird thing to say you've been enjoying.
It makes it more realistic. It's
more challenging to explore rather than just running and.
So I am not in any way, shape, or form going to read this shit out. You can, but Jay won't do it because he doesn't play Baldur's Gate. He realize he can talk to everybody because he's a dick.
Yeah, maybe next year.
So I'm going to share this and I will talk through it as I load it. But this is, as you can see, quite an extensive list of things that they have now looked at.
It is indeed.
So, obviously, your new features. obviously your new features that we knew that was coming, 60 FPS, different ship interior, gameplay options in regards to difficulty levels, maps to do with the actual cities, which I can't remember who it was, if it was Pete or not, who it was Jay was saying that it was very convoluted in regards to actually trying to navigate in the cities. They have now massively overhauled that, and they now do 3D renderings of the city, showing you vendors, various different things throughout the whole city. Much improved, even as much as I tried to defend them in regards to Fallout and Elden Ring games. Elder Scroll games.
Elder
sorry.
Scrolls. Here we go. Yeah.
The maps are not great in even those games. Once you're in a
I mean,
local...
Elden Ring's map's fucking atrocious.
Well, yeah, I mean, it shows you the map and then it's like, fucking jog on, mate, enjoy.
Good luck.
And it was like, go fuck yourself. Do you have fun?
Yeah. So obviously, even when you're playing Fallout, when you're in the world map, it obviously shows you where you need to go. But when you go into a local map, it doesn't show you anything. Like it doesn't help you navigate. So that's Bethesda's calling card in regards to their map. So in regards to Starfield, I didn't so much get annoyed about it when it first launched because I was kind of expecting that. However, having seen the work that they've put on it, fucking incredible. Like the actual detail in the maps is well played, Bethesda, for fixing this and rectifying it. Obviously, there is more things to come to do with sort of land vehicles and stuff like that. But in regards to the first major update, they have certainly ticked a lot of boxes. I mean, this is the thing, and it kind of pisses me off at the same time, but look at the praise that this game's getting by simply having a 60 FPS mode.
Yeah, one which they said that they didn't want to do.
They chose not to keep the fidelity.
Yeah.
And it kind of like, I defended them when they launched in 30. I was like, if you want to make this game look as good as physically possible, and that's why you've limited to 30, then I understand. But now that they've launched the 60 and there's not a massive drop-off in how the game looks, I'm kind of like, yeah, Bethesda, you've not gained yourself very many brownie points here by
like
this.
I said at the time, that makes no difference to me, really. I'll play 30, 60, whatever. But
well, true.
A lot of people do care about it,
but
16,
yeah, it's what the general consensus of the game would have been. If this game had dropped with a 60 frames mode, I could have seen it being high 80s, early 90s. Simply because it had 60 frames. I think a lot of the hate came by the game could have had the best story, the best graphics, the best companions, even though the companions are not the strongest. It could have had all the best versions of them, but because it only had 30 frames, it would have still got marked down. Like it would have been hard capped at like 85. It couldn't be above that because it didn't have a 60. Whereas by the fact that they've showed that now, it's like, why Bethesda? And I'm going to sound like a hypocrite for it, but take 6 months. Take 6 months.
I mean, they have, haven't they?
Yeah, but you know what I mean. But launch it 6 months later with a 60 frames version.
Yeah, and I mean, I suppose the map things and stuff like that.
But the map
is feedback from people who have played it.
It's on the fly.
Yeah, and that really, I mean, you said like Elder Scrolls maps are never good. And they're not great, but they at least show you the general location of things. Whereas the map as it was like, it's almost
not really
borderline unreadable. At least they show you where the shops and stuff are, and not the the taverns and stuff like that. It's not like here's a fucking meadow, here's a flower you can pick stuff out. But they at least give you a bit more of an idea. Whereas the ones at Starfield, at least at launch, were fucking dreadful.
Yeah,
and obviously now they've introduced the difficulty sliders way more granular, so you can decide whether you can carry more or whether enemies do more damage or less damage. Or
so that's in this post there. Hold on, I need to actually change this over to the next screen. Give me 2 seconds. So that's obviously pulled up in regards to this one there.
I like the way they've done that, where it affects your XP. So if you don't mind, gaining slightly less XP, you can make it a little bit easier for yourself, and you're still sort of getting the general gist of it and getting the flow of the game.
Exactly.
You're not like, again, it's a single player game, it doesn't matter, but you're not like overpowered so much where you just ruin the experience.
But it's like things like this there. So depending on how you play the game, so if you do 0 in regards to like space exploration, or you don't want to get any dogfights and things like that, enemy ship damage, player ship damage. Set them to the bottom because you don't care about the space battles. You're more worried about storyline. Fantastic. It gives you the customization of doing that. Ammo weight, that sort of ties into like a survival aspect. So Fallout 4, for example, if you turn on survival mode, ammo has weight. So it's not just how many guns you carry. You don't want to carry one gun with shit tons of ammo because that'll weigh you down and then you start losing health because you're over encumbered. Same idea that they've added in this. It just gives you flexibility in how you want to play the game. Like you can as much as it's a spacefaring game, you can try and make it real to life as such.
Right.
Like food healing, for example, you don't heal because you've had a peanut butter sandwich. So like you can set that down, but then like sleep healing, the best way to recover is by sleeping. So again, it gives you the option to adjust that. Again, I don't want to sound like I'm, because I loved Starfield when it first launched and the way it had launched, but the fact that they've had the ability to add all this in, and it's one of these things like, could you have just waited a wee bit longer? And I know he's had the delays in regards to launching it, but it almost feels like the scale of these add-ons that they've put in would have been worth the wait.
Yeah. Yeah, and again, like I said, like a lot of it is because of feedback, but a lot of it is stuff you would imagine was probably already in the works anyway.
Yeah, like if this game had launched, like if this game launched not today, but games usually launch on like Tuesday. So if this game had launched the 21st of May 2024 with everything that is now in this new update, hands down, this would have been in the 90s, and like as much as Metacritic can be based on how good a game is, this would have been in the 90s, I would say.
Yeah.
And it just makes me think you're chasing your tail, Bethesda. Now you're trying to grab players back. Like, so Ian made the perfect point the other day in regards to like when I put out the first details of everything that was launched in this. If it's not got new achievements, I'm not going to go back to back and play it. So that's Ian. There's one person, for example, not gone back into Starfield because it's not adding anything different. However, had this game dropped with all of this and it was the first time Ian had played it, he might have an infinitely different opinion of the game because of it. And it just annoys me that if this is stuff that was in the pipeline or stuff that they've got previous of, like the survival mode for Fallout 4 in regards to some of the stuff that's in this, why was it not in it for Day Dot?
Yeah. And they've got to learn the lesson as well from this for Elder Scrolls 6.
Yeah.
Include all this shit.
Fallout 5 as well.
Yeah.
This should all be
really,
day one.
Yeah. Really
it should launch 60 frames. It should like this Skyrim doesn't have a survival mode, does it? I know it got added. I know it got a mod.
It got added while at a date, didn't it?
Was it not a mod though? Was it not?
Yeah, it might very well be a mod.
I think it was a mod.
Where if you healed, like say healed something, it would slowly put your bar up.
Yeah,
maybe that was a mod. Yeah.
Yes, they need to, like I said, take the lessons from this. Whatever they do next. Obviously, they got Shattered Space coming out at some point, probably this year for Starfield, which this sort of leads into.
The thing is,
so survival mode is a creation that introduced new gameplay mode to the Skyrim Special Edition. It was released for PC through Steam and then became available on Xbox on PS4. It was free for the first week of release and then cost $500. So it wasn't a mod, but you had to buy it from the Creation Club originally, unless you got the Special Edition. And then you took things like your hunger, fatigue, cold, warmth, water, disable fast travel. So, but again, they didn't have it implemented at Day Dot for this one. Obviously, Skyrim was infinitely older, so it had a lot more to worry about. But Bethesda now have 3 games of their most recent launches, Skyrim, Fallout 4, and now Starfield, with a survival aspect to it. Launch the next game with survival mode built in. You obviously know that it's something you're going to add, so make sure it's there day and date.
And then add a title update achievement, which they do for multiple games anyway.
Exactly.
So complete the game in survival mode, or add a few other extra bits like
give somebody who's maybe already completed the game an incentive to go back in and play it again.
Yeah, exactly that. Complete the game in survival mode. That
like you said, like Ian won't play it because of the Chivos. I won't play it again because I've already completed it. And until Shattered Space comes out.
Well, I was going to say, Ian, will you jump back in when the
interest
DLC comes in?
Yeah, if they bring achievements, yeah.
Well, there'll be new achievements to the DLC, but will that make you just play the DLC, or will you want to go in and play the game to lead into the DLC?
I'll probably play the game to lead into DLC. I've still got a few miscellaneous stuff to complete, but I'll probably play a little bit. But most likely, I'll just play the DLC.
I know the chances are slim, but Mr. Howard, I'll look into the camera while I'm doing this. If you in any way, shape, or form pick up on anything to do with this, please, for the name of all that is holy, fix your minigame to get powers.
Oh,
Okay?
God,
Yeah, that was my point.
I don't care.
That one.
I don't care about 60 frames. I don't care about fucking land vehicles. I don't care about survival mode. What I do care about is every time I want to go and find one of the fucking things in regards to the fucking powers, I have to fucking float through the air and play the fucking xylophone to get my fucking power. So please change your shit game mechanic.
Amen.
Get it in the bin. Get it in the bin.
And this is somebody who's high on
me.
Starfield. This is somebody who fucking loves the game and can't wait to jump into this update more.
And someone like me who loves achievements having to do that fucking 20 plus times.
So
Ain't
fucking
fucking fun.
stupid.
Yeah, it really
That
was,
could have been one of the options that they put in there. Turn off
Yeah.
minigame.
It
Yeah.
could have been. That should very well have been one of the things. Yeah.
Not even turn off minigame. I wouldn't mind if the minigame changed depending on the power.
It's just been like Simon Says, but better.
Yeah, it's really not a very good way to do it at all. But maybe they'll change that with Shattered Space, because I'm sure they'll add new powers and stuff. Maybe they will make it a bit more interesting. But
They'll add more powers, but I hope they change the fucking minigame.
Yeah, that might
Even
be,
if they go
might
to
be hoping
Sky
a bit
where you
more.
just walk and get it.
Exactly. Just walk and then have some monks. I've
Like
leveled up.
like you say, with a boss, like a boss battle. You have like a mini boss, shoot him a bit, and then does the thing. Like a bit like with like I say with Skyrim with the dragons and stuff.
Jade, you know what would make it better? If it was this.
What the fuck is that?
Fucking what's it called? Is it? I want to say Rochambeau. It's not Rochambeau. What's it called? Is it Rochambeau?
Jankin.
Jankin, yeah.
Jankin?
Yeah, paper, scissors, rock. But the first guy was like a giant fist head, and it played that tune.
Yeah. Hey, I'll have paper scissors and anything like that.
Am I showing my age here and I don't know what the fuck you're talking about?
You are,
Alex Kidd.
unfortunately. He's 50 years younger than us, Gray. He doesn't know. He's never played a good game like Alex Kidd. Not Alex the Kid. Alex Kidd in Miracle Land. Anyway, we can talk
I
about
haven't played
older
it
games.
boss, so don't worry about it.
Can I finish the last wee part before we go
Go on
ahead?
in. Yeah,
Just-
go on in, and we'll
just-
move on to the next one.
I don't want to take up too much of your time, but obviously, not only have they introduced the big new features, they have done a massive list of quality of life features and bug fixes and things like this. So, jump over to Pure Xbox. I don't want to run through the list because it is massive, and it'll give you a list of everything that you brought down. But like I say, gameplay, graphics, outposts have changed. Some of the quest issues have changed as well. So jump over to Pure Xbox. Thank you very much for the article because I've been reading through it backwards and forward. But it gives you a full breakdown of everything that they fixed in this new update. And they have put out a video as well showing out new things that is coming. The big one obviously being land vehicles, which I find hilarious because when I think of land vehicles in space exploration games, I think of everybody pissing all over the Mako from Mass Effect 1.
I love the Mako.
Everybody hates it. Jay, don't fucking lie, you hate it as well. Nobody loves it. It's a janky piece of shit that you don't know how it's going to land, what way it's going to turn.
Oh, honestly, I love the Mako.
The
I
Mako's
love the
fucking
Briscoes, all right.
mental. Like, you don't love it because it's good. You love it because it's batshit crazy.
Yeah, I love it because it's fucking mental. Yeah, like I said, like absolutely fucking unusable, basically.
Exactly.
It launched you the wrong way.
Exactly. So people
okay.
bitched over the Mako, but this game didn't have land vehicles. Well, that's just fucking not acceptable. Not
Look.
fucking acceptable.
Look, we got a special guest Pete in the chat who's repping the Mako love.
The Mako, don't get me wrong, I love the Mako. I much preferred it over the fucking Hammerhead with the little fucking flying shit that you got through that one. But yeah, people bitched about the Mako and now they were complaining that Starfield doesn't have a land vehicle. But it is coming.
It is, and hopefully it'll be just as unusable as the maker was. Again, especially because Pete in here, vertical climbing beast, and it really was. And the little turret gun was useless as well, but it was a lot of fun to use.
The gun took about 800 bullets before it decided, no, actually, I've tickled that opponent over there.
Yeah.
Fuck it. You know your big Geth fucking stationary mounted gun? I'm going to take about a week to take that down, so you're probably better just driving past it, but it'll probably blow up before you get a chance to do that.
I'm just driving into it and hoping for the best.
Exactly. I'll knock it over and then you can shoot it.
Nice. Anyway, we somehow went from Starfield to Mass Effect. Why not? Space games are space games. And they're all very good, except
No Man's Sky for the win.
Very good. Yeah, No Man's Sky indeed. Right. We've got a couple. We're going very, very long, so we'll fly through these next ones very quickly. Obviously, we got the June showcase, as we were saying in our pre-show ramble nonsense. Coming up June 9th. They've very blatantly teased that the showcase after the general one will be a Call of Duty one. And supposedly, according to the Wall Street Journal, Call of Duty will indeed launch day one into Game Pass this year.
The new one, yes.
Yeah, the brand new one. So, I mean, we'll find out more in a couple of weeks whether that's true or not. There was rumours last week, part of the news, where they were debating it back and forth. Obviously, going to lose a lot of money, I imagine. But the whole point of buying it was to get it, as a way to get people to sign up to Game Pass. So we'll find out. Oh, if it's a Game Pass, I'll definitely play it. At the very least, a single player. The multiplayer, I'm generally pretty terrible at, but
aren't we all?
I will play. Well, yeah, I will play the single player at the very least. Anyone got anything to say on Call of Duty coming day one Game Pass? Ian, I know you're a bit more of a Call of Duty guy than I am.
I'm a bit shocked they haven't introduced games already, but I am happy to hear that the 2024 version will be coming day and date.
As long as this goes 2, I'll be happy.
What about a finish the series and bring back like a good Black Ops?
What are the numbers, Jason?
That's
The
what
numbers.
the rumor's supposed to be.
Numbers!
Go for Black Ops, but we'll see what they bring up. But yeah, again, it's coming
Even
very
like
soon.
a Modern Warfare 2, like the campaign in that game was fucking outstanding. Like not the remaster ones, which graphically and things like that are outstanding. But the first time, like I was never, as Jay said, I was shit at the multiplayer Call of Duty games. But the campaign of Modern Warfare originally was like, it was what made me realize that I could get over my missing Medal of Honor and SOCOM and things like that, because I'd loved the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 storyline. And then, is it the one with Kevin Spacey where the nukes get launched out?
It's Advanced Warfare.
Is that like where the actual the world gets in a nuclear war? It's like, it's fucking brilliant, man. Like some of the like redeeming qualities of it are the campaign, as much as they made it stupid in regards to like fucking wall climbing and.
I have always enjoyed the single player games. The ones I played. Like I reviewed Black Ops Cold War, was it? I think it was called. And that was a really good single player campaign. The multiplayer I played a little bit, but again, I'm fucking dreadful.
I'm the same. Like I've no enjoyment in multiplayer Modern Warfare games.
I'd like them to bring, if they are going to bring in a new one this day one this year, I'd like them to sort of slowly release the older ones into Game Pass as well, like the Modern Warfare remakes and what was it? It wasn't Advanced Warfare. We just said the one. Was it Infinite Warfare? The one
Infinite Warfare as well. Yeah,
I know it got a lot of shit, but I'd like to give it.
The one with Conor McGregor in it.
It's got the guy from Game of Thrones in it.
Kit Harington.
Yeah.
Who's the one that's got? What's the one that's got Conor McGregor in it?
It might very well be that one as well.
I'm sure that's that one as well.
It might be. But yeah, I'd like them to gradually introduce, at least again, the single player campaigns. I'm sure they'll add the multiplayer as well. But go through the series and add it in, and we can check out some of them. I haven't played the original Call of Duty Modern Warfare for
a long time,
fucking years, but I was obsessed with that game. Spent a lot of time playing that. Again, especially multiplayer when I was a bit more competent because I was a bit younger. And I had
a bit more nimble-fingered.
I like the simplicity of it. Just the 3 kill streak rewards, no fucking over the top bullshit.
UAV and that was it. I was done.
Yeah.
I just miss the days when my mum was the most elusive woman on the internet.
Exactly. You just have to believe. You just have to believe.
Bring those days back when no one gave a fucking. Oh, I'm offended. You call my mum a whore.
Can you imagine the amount of bans? Can you imagine the bans that we handed out in 2024 if you just like sort of clipped what was done in like 2012 and put it on the like chat today? Holy fuck, you'd have the police at your door.
I feel like we'd all be in a
We
fair
fucking
amount of
swatted
trouble.
every day.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Fucking man, that door behind me would fucking down. I'd be on the ground fucking wrestled.
Well, those were the days, eh? Those were the days. Anyway, let's move on from offences
People
we may or
saying
may
they-
not have committed.
People you sending voice, like people sending you voice notes saying like what they plan to do with your mother. I've never used voice notes on Xbox in my life, and they like got 20 in a row.
Simple times. Anyway,
I remember getting called, like, how are you black and couldn't call a G? It's like, what?
fucking hell. Oh, I wasn't expecting that one.
Somebody said, "How are you black and good at Call of Duty?"
Yeah.
What?
I was like,
Yeah. I mean, yeah. The internet is a fun
good,
place.
good, there's a
sometimes.
weird place.
Oh
Sometimes.
man.
Anyway, two more very quick stories, and then we'll get out of here. Officially, GTA has been slightly.
Why are
dated.
you not mentioning the controller?
Slightly. I'm gonna save the best for last. Slightly
Thank you.
dated for fall 2025. They originally said just 2025, but they had a investors meeting bullshit the other day, and they said that they've narrowed the window.
Did we expect anything
2025
different?
to be fall
like
2025?
literally, I thought it was the end of the year.
Did
next year.
anybody think it was coming out in summer 2025?
I
Did anybody think it was coming out at the start of the year
I
2025?
had hope.
Yeah,
I
February
had
25,
hope
yeah.
against hope.
I mean, of course we had hope, but
yeah.
was anybody
No,
naive
no.
enough to think?
No, I,
Didn't
I was
actually
like,
think.
that's the October, November release.
Yeah, exactly. Or was that you need big sales for Christmas? What game could have possibly launched for then?
But
wanna get
yes, that
rich.
means we've got at least another year and a half, basically, until we can play GTA 6.
PS5 Pro launch window August, September, October 2025.
Did
What
you just
game
swear
could-
at us? I think you just swore
I
at us.
did. What game could we possibly put out just slightly after it that would boost sales?
Just on
I
two.
wonder.
Just
on
on,
two.
yeah.
Fucking get that climbing in. Get that
Get in
climbing
the
in.
fucking bin.
Nice. All right. Well, yeah, GTA 5 is still
Hey,
coming out
fuck,
next
I
year,
enjoyed
as
this one.
was already discussed. Ian, I'm going to pretend you just agreed with my opinion on just aren't dissent, and then we're going to move on.
Quick, Jay, do it now.
One very quick story.
Because I want to tell you about a purchase I made as well.
We're a big fan of Gamesir controllers here. We've reviewed quite a lot of them over on XboxTavern.com.
Yeah, just aren't
You can go check them out,
Including the wonderful
including the
X2.
wonderful that one that Ross has got in his hands right there, right now. And they've just unveiled a groundbreaking, in
A
quotes, they've got,
ground-breaking indeed.
new Xbox Cloud game controller, which is like a sort of, it's not a modular
pieces.
design, but it's like two separate pieces which you clamp around your phone, and yeah, it looks pretty cool. It's out yet?
It's not out as of yet. It's called the X4 Alerion?
I'm very much enjoying
Innovation.
this music that we got going on.
Yeah.
Alerion, yes, is what it's called. So that is how it looks. I'll just put so you can see like the two different types there. But because of the rather enjoyable experience I have had with the X2, I have purchased I think it's called the G8 what's the ship person? Galileo?
Ship?
Galileo was the guy who had a ship.
No, what? No, he's not.
Yeah, he was.
He's an astronomer.
Galileo, did he not have a
I'm
ship?
pretty sure Galileo was the short, like something to do
He
with
was a
space.
famous astronomer and what's it called?
Who's the guy I'm thinking of them? Oh, no, sorry, no, I apologise. I am way off the mark. I am thinking of Vasco da Gama. Sorry, I apologise.
Very much similar names there.
Yep, I apologise. I apologise. That's on me. It was, I fucked that one. Royally fucked it.
Daniel, you've got your clip for this week. There you go.
I have
So many
royally
questions.
fucked
I've
that
already
one.
got to that.
Yep.
Only
It was-
slightly they saved you that there is a boat called a galleon, but that's as close as you're going to get.
I'm not even trying to claim it. You know what? I
What
will
year did it come out,
wholeheartedly, I will wholeheartedly hold my hands up and admit I made an absolute cunt to that one. But yes, I have bought the Gamesir G8 Galileo Type C mobile game controller.
Is it in the shape of a boat at least? Or...
It's not. It's very much. It's very much Xbox shaped in regards to the side panels. The reason that I bought it is because I have really enjoyed the one that I have, but it's very, well, as you see, rounded in regards to like it's almost like a Switch type idea. And even with my Switch, I bought one that has more ergonomic type,
some wings to it.
Yeah. So I've purchased that. It is en route from Amazon. I love how on the website its biggest selling point is especially designed for big hands.
We love a bit of big hands here.
But no, I've really enjoyed it, and like I say, when I seen the message, I obviously pinged it straight over to you, Jake, because I know it'd be up your cup of not your cup of tea in regards to these type of controllers. But I've really enjoyed the Gamesir experience, and I'm looking forward to this new one. Not sponsored, shall we say? I bought this out of my own money. It was £70 from Amazon, if anybody's asking. But I will give a little mini review of it because hats off to them. I've never ventured into the cloud gaming or using your phone as a mobile type gaming experience. I've always just used my Xbox controller. So their one that they sent me out to review has wholeheartedly converted me, and it's even made me look away from your big boys like your Rikishi or your Backbone, and the ones that they offer have sort of swayed me to stick with Gamesir instead of moving towards the big ones.
Yeah, they do offer some
shipping
good
costs
stuff.
as well.
I've reviewed I had that one great, even if they did.
What did you say? Sorry,
Repeat your joke.
Shipping costs.
I'm just not wanting to mention my review of it because, as G knows, I had a bit of an issue with the naming of it because, yeah,
you can go watch Ross's review on.
Don't watch my review of it.
Subject for Tavern official, and see if you can figure
See
out.
if you can pick up the issue.
See if you can figure out where he went.
Soldier on.
It was nothing to do with that. It was more the name of a title given out to somebody who's been knighted or somebody who's named of a liege. And I couldn't work out the difference between the two of them.
We love a bit of Gamesir over here. So we've reviewed plenty. We've reviewed plenty.
I didn't say Gamesir, but my voiceover very much says otherwise.
We reviewed lots of Gamesir stuff. They're really good, not generally. I think I've got a cloud gaming controller of theirs here somewhere in my drawer. And I've also reviewed plenty of other cloud gaming ones. But yeah, I'll be very tempted to check one out. It looks pretty cool.
Like I say, as I said when I done my review of it, the only issue I had with the X2S was it wasn't ideal for iPhone. As much as you can use it with iPhone, the app and things like that weren't. Well, you couldn't use it on iPhone. You had to have an Android to sort of tweak it a little bit before you used it on iPhone. But if you've got an Android phone, by all means, it is an absolutely outstanding piece of hardware. I would highly recommend it.
Yeah, go check them out.
I am looking forward to seeing what this new one looks like.
Yes, it's got a link up on Amazon now, which is $99.99, which is obviously quite pricey. But I think if you're going to play a lot of cloud gaming, especially on your phone, you want a decent controller, and this looks like it might be. Well, that was
the reason that like I did quite a bit of research in regards to like what was the best. Obviously, before this new version that came out, the X4. When I was looking at the G8, it said that because of the shape of it and the different features that it had in it, it was better than the Backbone. So, as much as the price now for their newer stuff is creeping up into the Backbone territory, I think that was something that Gamesir had in their back pocket. That with the X2S, for example, was, I think it was £45-50 that it was listed at.
It was just on Amazon, £50. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's at a really nice price point that nothing really comes close to it for everything that it has in it by having it like its own app that you can customize. The what's it called? Hall effect sticks, the sort of mouse click buttons. You're never going to get that sort of technology at the price point that they offered it, which was really good. But even launching this new one at $99.99, because they've built up such a good reputation in regards to what they offer, it's still coming in based on reviews better than what the Backbone offers you. Which is, I know Dan's got a Backbone, I'm sure as well.
Yeah.
And I know he speaks highly of that. So fair play to
Certainly has not.
Gamesir. Well, fair play to Gamesir for launching such an amazing product.
Yeah, so go check them out. I was just looking for our list of reviews we've got here on xboxtavern.com. And yeah, there's a few reviews. I think Graham's done a couple of controllers.
Yeah.
And I've done a couple of their controllers as well. And they're always really good. I mean, most of the console ones at least are wired, which is the only sort of downside if you're after wireless. But generally, that's your feel.
But then that's the same as Power A. Like, we love our Power A controllers here as well, and they tend to be wired.
Yes, they tend to be
Brilliant for PC gaming.
Yeah, I would much rather have a really good wired controller in regards to the features that it offers than they spend more money to make it wireless, but then have to take away from some of the features that they offer because they've had to try and fit it in a price point to make it wireless.
Yeah.
That's the way I've always looked at it. Like my Tiny Tina one, I love when I'm playing on the PC. Like I've got my Elite through on my Xbox, and then when I play on my PC, I plug in my Tiny Tina one because it offers me the same as my Elite with the buttons on the back. Feels really nice. Not quite as heavy as an Elite, obviously. It seems like weight as a standard Xbox controller. But because you've got those mappable buttons on the back, then for the price point it comes in, it being wired, it's a no-brainer. If you're not a brand snob, why would you not?
Indeed. Like we said before, third-party controllers have come a hell of a long way since the
the Mad Cats type idea.
The
Turbo button, lights up, goes tits. Probably catches fire after 6 months.
Give it to your younger brother. Like, you're going to play with me, you can have the crap controller. The brother one,
When you press A, it might be Y. I don't know. It might be, it might not be. Depends on the game that you're playing.
It might work. The cable's a bit wonky. And,
you have to hold it at a certain angle.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Have fun.
Look, we got plenty of reviews up on xboxtavern.com of all the different controllers and hardware and stuff, and there's loads of great stuff on there. So go check it out right now. But for now, that's enough news. We're at what are we at? An hour and 46. Fucking hell.
It's because we've got 4 of us. It's been a rare experience that we've had 4 of us in a while.
Nice to have us all back in once again on a Sunday evening at 8 p.m.
I want that t-shirt. I want that t-shirt.
Nice. I mean, if you want a good t-shirt, you can go to is it Spreadshirt, ain't Ross?
No, it's not a Spreadshirt. For fuck's sake, it's linked in it. You don't need to give the website. You just need to say go on our YouTube channel, click the header that says shop,
click the thing shop,
and it will give you all different types.
Shops, and buy some stuff that says Xbox Tavern on it. That'd be wonderful. But for now,
for next week's episode, I am going to have an Ish t-shirt.
I very much look forward to seeing this in the flesh. Ish. Anyway,
before you crack on, just because Jay fucked it, there is our Xbox store. You will see that it has various different types of
look at them, beautiful
apparel.
Beautiful. The only one we need. Where's the beanie? Where's it gone?
There is a beanie there. I don't know why the beanie's not on the main page because I'm pretty sure I set it to be on the main page. But there is beanies. If you want to look like Jay, you can have your own personalised beanie.
And who wouldn't want to?
No one wants to look like Jay.
Who wouldn't want to?
There it is. It's upside down, but it's there, isn't it?
Yeah. Booyah.
I got my beanie too.
Beanies for the win.
Damn fucking right. Anyway, let's round off the show, shall we? Thank you very much if you made it this far. You're a fucking hero. We love you for
what do Game Pass games? Are we doing Game Pass games this week?
We're going to. Let me lead in my own special way.
Sorry.
So yes, we're going to round it off as we always do with Game Pass games coming and going. But first, Graham.
Oh, pick of the week.
What's your best pull?
Unfortunately, they've
Eric
been.
Haaland, Erling Haaland.
He did get Erling Haaland.
That was Pete, but no, I didn't quit.
I kind of feel sorry for him.
Yeah, no. As I said, she was actually probably one of my better ones that I picked. Was my red herring? Was I think her name is Kokoto, who's the French PSG striker, female.
Now, normally, as you know,
PSG striker, and then it's like, it's not Mbappe.
Now, as you know, normally when you have a pull, I pull it up on Fitbin to let you have a wee nosy at the card. However, after the absolute shafting I have taken off that card in Foot Rivals in the last week, I am in no way, shape, or form fucking entertaining that bitch.
What the potato? Or
Yes.
potato one?
That
Have
bitch
you been getting some grief
has
from a virtual
booted
video game
my
card?
ass so fucking bad that I am not entertaining
They went a
her.
bit crazy there, didn't they?
Mhm. So,
It is ridiculous.
but yeah, there's so many of these ones out in the market now though that she's not even. I
Well-
think she's still less than 100k.
But is that not because they launched a fucking guaranteed?
Oh, there's loads of guaranteed ones, but I mean, most of the guaranteed ones still get you sort of the duff end of the team of the season ones.
So that's
Yeah, look at that.
that's her there.
Yeah.
51,000 can get you a team of the season.
Oh, there's less than that. There's tons.
Well,
around
yeah, I know there's less than
51K.
that, but I'm just meaning, like, this is the one that's doing me most damage that I've came up
yeah.
across numerous times playing Rivals for 51,000. Now, if you've been playing this game from day dot, you have tons of money. And I've literally picked up in the last week just because Pete's picked up. So my pennies, although for some reason I've played I'm in Division 7 and I still can't get access to the transfer market. Don't know what the fuck's going on with that. That's pissing me off. So I'm working on fucking objectives and fucking random packs. But I have just unlocked what's the objective card for the English centre back.
Huh?
I can't
What do you
remember
mean?
his name.
Oh,
It's
what,
one of
Ben
the
White?
no, he's the old boy, won the World Cup.
Oh, Bobby Moore.
Yeah, that's the one. So I will show you. That was my pick of the week. I've had fucking. I can't even spell Moore. How do you spell Moore? There we
Two
go.
O's, R-E.
Yeah, so that is the boy I unlocked with the objective. That's the best
Still
player.
going for a fair amount.
Yeah, but it's an objective, so I can't sell him for that though.
Oh no. Well, if we're going for ones that cost value, I got the Granite Xhaka in the squad base one as well. His one's about 94 overall as well.
Is that he's 92?
Yeah, that's the one. So,
There we go.
oh, so see, he went for a bit more, so I managed to get him too, but he doesn't really fit in the team just yet.
So who was the person
Pete got
yeah, if I go in-
Heatherland, I think it was.
if I go to Nations N and go in Norway,
Yeah, Heatherland, something like that.
where am I?
But Pete, if you're in the chat, still drop in. And
Hederberg, is
that
that
one,
who
isn't
it
it?
is? Huh.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. that's
There
the
we go. In fairness, you would be mortally sick if you got Norway striker. You would be making a mess of your underwear at this point.
Hello,
And then
French striker PSG.
Well, in fairness, yeah, that you'd be making just as much a mess that way as well. But both of them are go fuck yourselves for fucking giving us team of the seasons for that.
Yep. Yeah. But none of the super ones managed to get anywhere near those ones.
Yeah, you look at the 93 rated version of the striker for Norway there, and then you look at the 97 rated fucking that's team of the year, I suppose. But no.
Yeah.
If you look at the fucking 97 rated there for the Norwegian striker,
Ian, I've done it again. Ian, I've done it again.
you did do it.
I've set
I
him
don't know
off.
why you do it.
Yeah, I know. I've kind of zoned out.
10 million coins.
That's why I did the same when you were talking to Call of Duty.
How do we get to 10 million coins at this point in
Yeah, I
EA
know, it's a
24?
joke. Crazy times.
That's mental. Like, if you're looking at some of the values of some of the coins that are out there, he's by far the most expensive.
Yeah, only because they glitched with the Mbappe.
Oh no,
one.
sorry. Team of the Year Mbappe is still more expensive at 12 million.
Yeah. It's because you think sometimes these kind of players, because he's on the cover, that he gets an extra boost on how they plays. And he definitely gets a lot of luck whenever I come against that turd.
And you get Team of the Season Bellingham.
Yeah, he's the one I wanted, but I could not get anywhere near him.
Mental.
Jamie, how are you today?
Anyway, gentlemen, get a room. Let's move on. Right. Thank you very much, Graham, for your best ball there.
You started, Jay. It's
I'll
all
do it
your-
again.
It's twice on this episode tonight. You started football chat, so don't fucking hate on
I've
us.
started it and ended it with fucking football chat. Thank you very much for your best ball, Graham. We do a best ball every week. Look forward to hearing next week.
I think that might be an end in the future now.
At 8 p.m.
Anyway, let's rein it back in. I'm going to jump in with reviews on XboxTavern.com very quickly before I forget again.
What do we get?
This week? We've only had a few come up. Like I said, my Paper Trail review. I gave it a 9 out of 10. Like I said, really enjoyed that game. Topspin 2K25 review from AJ. Give it 6.2. Little Kitty, Big City from James. It's just come on Game Pass. But it's like a 2-hour, like, charming little wonderful game. So yeah, go play that if you can, if you've got Game Pass. Yeah. And that's pretty much just it this week, really, to be honest. We've got, like I said, a few reviews coming up, including my Hellblade 2 review on Tuesday. Fingers crossed, assuming I can get it written tomorrow. And then we've got a few other reviews coming up this week as well. So go keep an eye on XboxTavern.com. But for now,
God, Joe, how do you wear a beanie in this fucking weather?
I'll wear a beanie all year round, sunshine. All year round.
I'm surprised not a hoodie.
Oh no, shorts and t-shirt, but beanie all the way. Ross, tell me what back games that I can play in my beanie that come into the wonderful service known as Game Pass.
So I will give you the ones that are still due to come out this month. So as Jay mentioned, the aforementioned Hellblade or Senua's Sacrifice Hellblade 2 is still due to come out on the May 21st on Xbox Series X and S, PC and Cloud. May 23rd, Galacticare on Series X and PC. May 23rd again on Hontai on console. And May 30th, Humanity on console, PC and Cloud.
Nice. So some good games coming
You
up
missed
there.
one.
I played.
I was going to say, I'm pretty sure I've missed one as well.
Cool.
You missed one because I know for a fact it's coming. You missed Moving Out 2, which is coming out on the 28th. And
I was going to say, I'm pretty sure there is one that's due.
Because 2 days before Moving Out got announced for Game Pass, I bought it.
Oh,
the eternal struggle, eh?
That is a
struggle.
bastard.
Oh, it's on sale. I'll buy it because like 16 quid. I'll buy it on sale. Then literally just there. Come into Game Pass.
Yeah, no, that's a cunt. Yeah, Moving Out 2 is due to come in on May 28th or 2024. The other ones that I've not said is Lords of the Fallen is due to come on May the 30th as well.
Nice. See,
I've been
I feel like
holding and Moving Out. I was going to leave the first one came to Game Pass, and I had that anyway because I reviewed it. If I hold fire, not buying. Actually, no, I want to play it. Obviously, I did a burn the free weekend, bought it.
Yeah, that's
that could be a good Project Game Pass title. It seems like a lot of fun.
Moving Out. Is that the one that's to do with a packing type thing? Or no, am I thinking Unpacked?
It's like Overcooked, but yeah, moving basically.
Overcooked while moving furniture, and pissing people off.
I know we played it Rezzed one year, I think it was. But anyway, there's good stuff coming, obviously. But there's also stuff leaving. Ian, tell us all about the stuff that we can't play anymore.
We've got 5 games leaving, 6 unreleased, which is Railway Empire 2, Pac-Man Museum Plus, Little Witch in the Woods, JoJo Bizarre Adventure, All-Star Battle R, Far World Pioneers, and Chikori, A Colourful Tale.
Nice. So yeah, go check them out before they leave at the end of the month.
You weren't missing much from all of those games.
Yeah, I think Chicory got quite a lot of love. It's like a weird, like photograph. Oh fuck it, I can't even say it.
Yeah, photography game.
There
we go.
With like some weird, like cute animal characters.
Insert word here.
But yeah, go.
I randomly started playing Railway Empire 2 because I thought it'd be a bit like Ticket to Ride, and it wasn't. So.
More to the point, is it not embarrassing the fact that a Scotsman has to pronounce a word for you?
I mean, I wasn't gonna make a big deal of it, but yeah. I don't know what I could say. Anyway,
that's not happening. It will be the robbery simulator. It'll have a different name in different places. Scotland, it will be robbery.
There is Thief Simulator.
Thief, I can say Thief. I'm no issue with Thief.
I think there's 2 of them, anyway. But by the by, let's move on before we...
The B word.
We're at 2 hours already. Jesus Christ. We had a great time. I've enjoyed this evening very much, gentlemen. Thank you very much for joining me on Xbox Tavern's Xpod Tavern, which we record each and every Sunday at 8 p.m. I thought you were going to leave me hanging there. Whoa, you saved
Not
the day.
a chance.
Thank you very much.
I always finish it off.
You can find me at Ian Xan on various places, including Xbox Live. You can find Ian
at 1.6 million man.
Nice.
Double
indeed.
cabs for the win.
Game of score.
You're not there though, man.
I love you all.
False advertising.
Never eat double carbs.
Scott, you can find old Scottish Gruff Ross at,
Scottish Rough.
and you can find Graham.
At Green Reaper.
For now, we'll go and maybe do a bit of an after
You
dark.
can find
perhaps,
Daniel.
and
enjoy.
Check out it.
we shall see you next Sunday.
Onlyfans.com/.
Enjoy. I'm going to keep going. Enjoy
Fantastic.
your week. Play some good games. Come back to Tavern on Tuesday.
What's your best
And get in the bin.
You...
Well, funny you should say this. I've actually